Oh, the camera changed already. Okay, that's nice. I was thinking what I should be saying when the camera changes. Then again, I'm the one who controls everything out here. I don't know why I'm trying to do this kit. It's so cringe. But anyways, welcome everyone to the finals of All India Anime Guild Wars. I am redacted. I am Sampad. I am the guy who have been doing everything, and yeah, it's been some weeks. It's been some weeks. I have been extremely tired with give me a second. I have too many messages coming. I don't know why people are so excited about me yapping about this game today for a change, because already I have been yapping for the last 3 weeks. But yeah, we are finally at the finals of Otaku Guilds or the Indian Anime Guild Wars, which comprised of so many clubs across different regions. We have had South, we have had North, we have had Central, we have had West, we have had East, which is where I'm from, since I'm technically from Kolkata Anime Club, but I didn't really play in it. And yeah, like after all of the matches, with whatever happened, we finally have our top eights on almost ready. We still have few more players who have to join in. Because the white cards, the three white card players which we need for the top eight are still getting ready. But while they are getting ready, we already have our players for top 8, at least 5 of them from the winning state. Mehir representing Banaras, Raghav representing, or Rags as he likes to call himself on Discord, representing Delhi, Ansh representing Hyderabad going against Melvik representing Goa. In place of Aryan, because Aryan is not here right now, someone else is going to be playing. I don't know who yet, but the Patna admin has confirmed he's going to be sending in someone else as a replacement. He is a friend of Aryan, probably plays similar to him, and I hopefully that is not the reason for Patna getting kicked out of this tournament, unfortunately. And Aryan, the replacement for Aryan from Patna is going to be playing against the white card player, the second white card player, and the third white card player is going to be playing against the first white card player. They're getting ready. The matches are still happening behind the scenes. I am not there, but that is all fine and good. They should be ready anytime soon. And before we start our games, we're going to be doing the ritual which we have been following for the last couple of days. And that is thanking our sponsors for making this entire 3 week worth of events possible. A big thank you and a big shout out to Let's Game Now, who has powered the event. They are an esports organization who hosts a lot of tournaments. They have also done a lot of cosplay events, like online and offline. So if you're someone who has a good idea, who wants some help hosting an esports competition of any video game of your choice, preferably multiplayer, of course, reach out to them. Their social media is Let's Game Now on Instagram. Check them out. Big thank you to Trio by Vaibhavi Studio, who co-powered this entire tournament. They are India-based sci-fi manga series with a tinge of Indian mythology on it. The fourth volume is currently out, along with the first, second, and third one on Amazon. If you have some money to spare, make sure you guys go and support them by buying a copy and reading through it. I have read through the first 2 volumes. Really good stories. So do check it out. Trio by Vaibhavi Studio. And our media partner is Otaku Mantra, who has been helping us out with a lot of things. So if you need your daily anime and manga news fix, make sure you guys go and check them out. Otakumantra.com. And finally, My Tribe Store, our merch partner, for giving this beautiful t-shirt. Today's t-shirt is Akuma from Street Fighter 6. Or Street Fighter in general. Why did I say 6 specifically? I don't know. I'm gonna be going down like this. Jesus Christ. That was so scary. But yeah. This beautiful t-shirt has been sponsored by My Tribe Store, along with the logo of Otaku Guild and Redacted 117, which is my tag name, which is reversed, unfortunately, because it's a camera. It got mirrored. But yeah, big shout out to My Tribe Store for being our merch partner for this entire event. And before we jump for the first match of the game, we have a guest. And I don't know why I changed the camera this quick. But yeah, we have a guest who has joined us. It is someone we all have grown up listening to his beautiful voice. And I think Sir is already here. And yeah, I'm actually a bit scared right now because I don't really want to fumble this entire thing, to be honest, because
You
it
can,
is
you can.
some.
I'm equally scared. I'll try to fumble mine.
No,
Hold on, let
sir,
me
please
just
do
try
not.
and see if I can.
Yeah. But yeah, before we do the introductions, I let Sir, like feel a bit homely because, this is the first time we are also having like a one-on-one like this. And
Right.
I'm a bit scared कि गलती से कुछ निकल जाएगा मुंह से and then Sir will be like, oh, this kid said something very questionable. And I'm like, नहीं, please.
No, no, nothing like that. Please
So,
feel free. I'm
yeah.
just trying to figure out what window I can. Yeah, are you able to see me yet? All right, there
I
you go.
can see
That's
you.
better.
Oh, I already love that Deadpool t-shirt, and we're gonna be getting into that question in like a few minutes. I don't want to
Yeah,
jump the
for sure.
gun, but joining us today is the one and only Sankit Mahat. And sir, I let every of my guests introduce themselves. So please, sir,
All
if you
right, okay.
could.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Sankit Matre. I'm a voiceover artist. Been voicing for the past 15 plus years, almost 18 now. Voiced for a lot of fun characters that I used to kind of fanboy over, and then got a chance to voice for them eventually. And now I'm on the other side where people tell me that they really loved my rendition of the character, which is, it sort of feels like life's come a full circle. Plus, I've always been an avid gamer. I've played from the days of Commodore 64. I've had my Ataris. I've had my Nintendos. Switched to PlayStations. Playing with the PlayStation 5, and I've been playing on PCs for donkey's years. I've been playing since the DOS days. So absolutely was thrilled to be a part of this in whatever way I could, and I'm really, really excited to be here and talk to all of you.
I will like I'll tell what the entire conversation was between me and Navneet, who is like
Right,
technically my boss for this entire thing,
right.
because so he was like, yo, listen, we have a finals, right? And I was like very tense today before starting the stream because
Correct,
he is busy
correct,
with a lot
correct.
of things, and
Right,
we were having like a little bit of miscommunication about few things. And he's like, you know what? We should actually postpone this event. Maybe do it after Comic Con India, which is like happening
right.
next week itself for Kolkata, right? And
Correct,
he's like, "Yo,
correct.
Sankit sir is coming." Sankit sir, who Sankit sir? Sankit Mahatre. I'm like, "Oh, okay. That's we can't really cancel it then. Okay, we gotta do something." So yeah, I
Man, that's
am.
extremely kind of you guys. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
No, I mean, it is an honor that you made so much time and like took some time out of your such a busy schedule. It's a Sunday, I know,
No, no,
and I joined in.
it's a pleasure. It's a
So,
pleasure. I was really
so
worried actually. I'm on a holiday. I just came here today and I didn't know if I was going to get network, and I've been trying to struggle to find a corner with some network here. And so I'm glad that it's worked out and I'm able to join on time.
damn, I feel a bit bad that we actually disturbed
No,
you
no,
during
no.
your holiday.
I'm happy to be here. Absolutely.
But so anyways, let's move on. So
Yes.
I know you have done a lot of voice acting, right? You have done a lot of
Yes.
voice acting roles. So can you like tell us a little bit about some of the prominent roles you have done? I know what you have done. I have grown up. I'm like what
Sure. Sure.
27 years old at this point. I've grown
Right.
up watching Cartoon
Right.
Network, so I know your voice pretty
Yeah.
much. But what
Correct.
what if you could tell everyone a bit.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I one of the first biggest animation breaks that I got was Ben Tennyson, but the teenage version of Ben. So I started with Ben 10 Alien Force, went on to do Ultimate, and then a couple of other variations of the adult Ben. I'd actually gone into audition for Kevin Levin, and they told me that why don't you just try for Ben as well now that you're here. And so I tried for Ben, and then I tried for the 10 aliens that he turns into, the basic 10, and all those voices got approved, and I ended up doing 11 voices on the first series that I was a part of.
Okay.
So 10 aliens plus Ben was how I started off, and that was like the first big break I got. Then I went on to do other things. Ended up doing Deadpool. There was Bear Grylls. There's a lot of these actors from Hollywood that I've voiced for. There's a lot of these actors from the South industry that I've voiced for. Went on to do Sasuke Uchiha. I did Roronoa Zoro. Voicing for a lot of tiny animes here and there, and I've been a part of a lot of animations like Power Rangers, which were live action versions, and then I went on to do Thor for Avengers Assemble. I've done Penguins of Madagascar. I've done The Punisher. I've done Superman, Batman. So I've been pretty lucky. I mean, if you think of yourself as a fanboy, I mean, I don't think there's a bigger reward than being able to voice for your heroes that you've kind
Yeah.
of adored growing up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the I think the length and breadth of how it's been so
that
far.
that is so many works, to be honest, because again, like, my exposure to your work has always been Ben
Right.
10 first and foremost,
Correct.
before
Right.
anything
Yes.
else. Because
Yes.
like, you're growing up, there's this very cool watch, it's always like fooling
Yes.
around, and that always like captures you as a kid, like a 10-year-old. I think I was 10-year-old back then. I don't remember how old I was. Pretty young, I would say, the compared to right
Correct.
now.
Correct.
But
Right.
if I have to ask you, and I know this is a very tough question,
Hmm.
and I think you
Right.
get this question all the time in like any podcast you go over.
Hmm.
If I have to say that, what is your favorite work out of everything you have done up till now? What would be it?
It's tough, honestly, because there
Hmm.
is no one role that kind of is becomes a favorite
Hmm.
because of popularity. Like a lot of people think
Yeah.
that because this role became popular eventually, I think is why somebody would appreciate it. But
Hmm.
Ben 10 kind of was never something that I realized was going to be this big when I was voicing for it.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
It's only now that all you guys who've grown up watching Ben 10, who've now got access to social media and who've kind of hunted me down and are now telling me that, we used to watch it, and I
Hmm.
meet you guys at anime events, and all of, everybody comes up and tells me that, after school or after college or after tuitions or whatever, we used to go back home to Ben 10. So it's only now that I'm kind of reaping the rewards of, so to say, my Ben 10 work. But when I was doing it, what I like about every character is the challenge that it brings. Ben brought
Yeah.
something that I would have not explored otherwise, because doing 11 voices was never an opportunity I would have gotten if it was not for Ben.
Hmm.
Then there's Deadpool, because it was the first R-rated superhero in the country, and we were trying to voice it in Hindi. Nobody had any clue. The studios had just told us to try it out, and they were not hopeful it was going to work in India, because R-rated superhero nahi chalega is what the
Of course.
tagline was.
Hmm.
But I mean, it ran, and how? I mean, it became a cult, and I was just lucky enough to be able
Absolutely.
to come back for the third edition of
Hmm.
Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Hmm.
And then there's standout characters like maybe a Bear Grylls, or maybe Roro Noah Zoro, that I voiced for the Netflix live adaptation, and then moving on to
Hmm.
the Cartoon Network version of it. So there are some characters that do stay with you, also because they were special to you even before you started this journey. Like
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
Batman and Superman were always
Hmm.
things that I aspired to voice for, but they happened
Hmm.
much later. Like Batman has just happened like about 5 years ago. So I mean, 4 years ago maybe. So
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
happened post 12 years of my journey into the industry. I was never hopeful that I would get to voice for a Batman, because they were all these chunky looking actors that they would cast
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
live action version. It was only when they cast Robert Pattinson is when I was like, oh, now I have a chance, because I can match his voice a little bit in Hindi.
Yeah.
And then they brought back Batman the animated series on Netflix, and I was like, oh, I can audition for this now because it's come back. And so I won't say there's one standout favorite, but pretty much all of these have come in points of my career when I needed to, I think, learn something, and they helped me grow as an artist. And they've just all brought immense amount of love from people who've kind of really liked the work that I've done with them, and I'm just eternally thankful for that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. As I have been yapping since like the start of this conversation that I'm having. Like, I'm having this. I'm internally like, it's a voice I've heard as a kid. Okay, let's calm down. Let's
Yeah.
calm down.
Hi,
So
मेरा
yeah.
नाम Ben है, Ben Tennyson. Yeah,
Oh
that's
god.
the
Oh
that's the
god.
voice you've heard.
I so want to just lose it, but I can't, because otherwise Novinity is gonna scream at me like, "Hey, it's like so unprofessional." Then again, like,
Get it together, yeah.
this entire stream has always been very unprofessional in the first place. Yeah, I've been doing like the production. I've been talking with you. I have
Right,
been getting 5
right.
messages asking me like, please don't say anything questionable to so. Please do not say anything questionable. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, it's absolutely fine. I completely understand, and you feel free to
So
ask whatever question comes to your mind, please. Yeah.
another question I had, and this is like not as like someone who has been watching your work, but more as someone
Hmm.
who was at one point was very interested in getting into voice acting because for some
Right.
reason, some people around me always say like, "Oh, you have a good voice. You should go and like try some radio jockey."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I don't,"
Yeah.
because my
Yeah.
like there's some cracks in my voice. So let's say
Yeah.
if someone is interested in getting into voice acting at this point, because
Mm-hmm.
compared to the
Mm-hmm.
general industry, voice acting is
Right.
something which might not be that big or like that exposed to like other
Right.
people. So
Right.
what kind of advice can you give to like anyone who's like interested into getting into voice acting?
The two most important points that I say always is, especially if you're getting into voice acting, which will be you dubbing for films and web series and animation and anime and all of that. The two basic things that are required is whatever language you choose to voice in. It could be Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, whatever you choose to do it in. You need to have a certain amount of mastery over that language. You need to be able
Yeah.
to read, write, and speak it quite fluently. That's I think the base of where it all starts. And the second thing, because you mentioned voice acting, I would generally recommend people to do like a 6 month to a year long acting course or do a stint with an acting company. They teach you a lot of things about how to build a character and how to work with your emotions, how to deliver those emotions on the spot, how to change those characters, what's the mental process and what's the physical process that happens when you do that. Because when you get to voice acting, you'll be voicing for maybe films which take about 3 months to a year to shoot, 2 years sometimes. So those actors have gotten ample amounts of rehearsals and they've shot the scene over a couple of days or weeks sometimes. But you will be expected to record that in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
you turn the page and there's a new emotion. You turn the page and your character is doing something else. But then there's anime where your character is laughing in 1 second and then shouting angrily, or even screaming the immediate next. These kind of things are not something that come naturally to us because that's not how we react. We need a kind of time to process, if especially if there are heavy emotions like there's sorrow, or there's you're expressing grief. It's not something that comes like that. So you need to kind of work on these two things for sure. Definitely the world's become slightly easier in terms of accessing work now, so that's an advantage because it's not limited to where you are or what you do. It's available online. You can definitely audition for game voices. You can audition for a lot of international projects just via websites and building a good sample and portfolio base. So that's a positive thing, I would say. And there are a lot of resources available on the internet as well as a lot of people teaching now. So find a good mentor and try and learn the skills before you come in, because the first time you get the audition, that's your chance to make an impression. If you
Yeah,
kind of stumble or
absolutely.
fumble there, there's a lot of other people waiting to get that chance as well. So, and studios really really value their time, so it's not something that will come again that easily. So make sure that you practice on yourself, work on yourself, and then enter that studio for your first audition. Yeah.
Also, so can if you're like an aspiring voice actor, can you like eat ice cream by any chance? Because I remember,
Yeah, you
I
you absolutely can.
because I remember someone
Yeah,
pointed this question at you when you were here for
right.
the Project Starscape event. That, sir, I like
Correct,
eating
correct,
ice
correct.
cream. Can I eat ice cream? And I had to like ask this question. I actually jotted it down on my notebook. Also, again, when sir
I
is here,
you
ask
know
this.
you can absolutely continue living the life you've been always living. But if you're going to say the life I was living was eating 6 ice creams every weekend, that's not going to work out when you want
Yeah,
to work on your voice. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I mean, you need to be able to do everything in moderation, and that will never
yeah.
hurt you because you're always been living the way you've been living, and you don't need to make those kind of changes. Of course, I don't recommend that you have something really cold or dairy or alcohol right before your auditions or recordings or whatever, or even the previous night. That kind of hampers your voice, and you might not deliver the highest quality of work that you need to. But please go for the occasional ice cream. I mean, you definitely should. Don't refrain from that.
Anybody who's watching the stream right now is or probably is gonna be looking at this reel if our editors do it. It's good to have ice cream in moderation.
Sankit
Don't worry.
recommends ice cream. Yeah.
But okay, I have two more questions, and then
Yeah,
I
please.
guess I'll just let you enjoy your vacation
Sure.
because,
Absolutely.
of course, I feel genuinely bad that I disturbed you during your vacation.
No, no,
Okay,
no. Please don't. I've been looking forward to it. Yeah.
two questions. Okay, number one,
Yes.
since and I just cooked this up on the fly because when I
Yeah.
heard
Yeah.
that you also worked in some anime projects previously,
Right. Right.
like
Right. Right. Right.
like Sasuke, right? You said like you
Right.
voiced
Right.
Sasuke.
Right.
Can you like just briefly tell us how is the experience in general when it comes to like anime dubbing right now in India compared to like how it was before?
Um,
Because right now it's like
okay.
a very exposed market. A lot of people watch it
Correct.
compared to back then where it was like
Correct.
occasionally some animes come up
Right.
every now and then. So how was the experience back then?
Um, the experience back then was it was not satisfying, so to say, especially if
Hmm.
you come from a place where you watched anime. I watched like stuff like Akira and all when I was 13, 14 years
Wow,
old.
such a
So,
beautiful movie.
I've grown up on Ghibli. So I
Hmm.
knew the kind of quality, and I would immediately be disappointed by a lot of other stuff that I would watch. And so I completely blame Akira for that because it ruined my experience of watching
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
something and, not being judgy of it, because I would
Hmm.
always compare it to that. And the problem with anime in the early days was that not a lot of people understood the kind of treatment that anime had. Not a lot of people watched it.
Hmm.
And yeah, it still continues to this day, but there's far fewer numbers of those kind of people now. There's a lot more exposure. People have watched a lot of anime. People
Hmm.
that are working with these companies or studios get more detailed briefs about what the anime is about, and
Hmm.
what the character arc is. So that is conveyed to the artists. The artists are more responsible about the way they are portraying a character because they know the kind of fan clubs, the kind of comments, the kind of immediate feedback that can come in from people, which channels and studios again take notice of now. Maybe 5 years ago that wouldn't have been that much of a thing, but
Hmm. Hmm.
now actual content diversification or decisions are done based on your feedback, the audience's feedback.
Hmm.
So definitely it's a much better environment, and it'll keep getting better. It's not
Yeah.
all the way there, but that's that one factor that I always talk about is when especially when fans or critics tell me that this anime was dubbed like this, or this should have been this, or so I tell them that the best way to do that, to get the kind of quality that you're looking for, is to get in the industry, get in as writers, get in as dubbing directors, get in as voice artists, get in the companies that are bringing animes, and
Hmm.
get to higher posts in a couple of years, and then bring that anime that you dreamt of to India in the way that you dream of.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
only so many people that can be associated, because there are people in studios that are doing everything else. They're pretty much doing South films, they're doing English films. So
Yeah.
anime is just another project. Everything can't be, everyone can't be passionate about everything that comes to them. They will be passionate about certain actors or certain projects or certain genres of well, that's something that needs to be understood, and it's sort of like a journey. But
Hmm.
for sure, I mean, this is something that people who've watched olden day anime plus today's will agree that the quality has
Yeah.
definitely gotten better. It'll never be probably the way you desire it to be, but it's
Hmm.
definitely getting better and improving day after day, and that's
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the regional voices right now compared to back in the day when like Dragon
Correct.
Ball Z and
Right. Right.
Naruto used to come up in Cartoon
Right.
Network, they have improved
Correct.
a certain way.
Right.
Maybe
Right. The
because like
casting is
exposure,
definitely better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because the cast, as he said, the casting has gotten better over the time. People know like
Casting has
the
gotten better.
tones.
The writers are given more feedback and
Hmm.
input, and so there's rewritings that are done on first draft scripts and all that.
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
was not done back in the day.
Hmm.
Translations used to be literal in a lot of places. That's not happening anymore.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
there's kind of quality control feedback that's given by the studios. So a lot of things are falling in place where the quality, so to say, is being maintained. Of course, there will be disappointments and there will be bad dubs and good dubs
Hmm. Hmm.
and excellent dubs, but that also has a lot of other factors, like what's the budget at play, how much time was given, and all those things also need to be considered, but that happens behind the scenes, and not a lot of people are aware of that, and that is
Aware
why
of that.
there's
Yeah.
there's sometimes this anger that comes out, but there's a lot of reasons. Nobody
Hmm.
wants to
Hmm.
give out a bad quality product, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of other factors also to it. Yeah, but like I said, just get in the industry in some form or way and make anime better. I mean,
Yeah. I think
I'd love to
that's
work under any one of you. Yeah.
hopefully someday if I can join in any of these distribution
Yeah,
companies out there. Hopefully someday. Plans out
definitely.
there. Plans out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But another question I had, as you have mostly worked in like entertainment medias, which is like video games,
Right.
movies, Mostly
Yes.
mostly anime and movies. Why did I say video game? I don't
Animation
know.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you have any plans on getting into, like getting your toes into the video game voicing someday down the line? Because
Oh.
industry has grown pretty much. It is growing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And when I say industry, I'm not talking about, the Teen Patti and all that. That is like not video games, to be
Of
honest.
course
But
not. Of course not.
yeah,
Of course not.
yeah.
So I've been trying to get the video game industry to kind of open up to Indian voicing scene for a couple of years
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
I've tried a couple of ways to do this, and we've contacted companies, and the
Hmm.
response generally that we used to be getting was that there's not enough PC gamers in India
Yeah.
versus mobile gamers, and so
Hmm.
PC game dubbing is not that much of a thing that they think will bring in profits of some sort. But mobile game dubbing is something that will definitely do it for them. So that
Hmm.
started. Although I didn't give up on that front, and I'd kind of collaborated with Ajay, who's Total Gaming, and we ended up
Hmm.
dubbing for a lot of these games,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
God of War and GTA.
Hmm.
Horizon Zero Dawn. We ended up dubbing them in Hindi, wrote our own scripts and all of that, and just so people could kind of warm up to these games
Warm
in
up.
Hindi and
Yeah.
understand, and then talk about them, and there's
Hmm.
enough air out there that the companies get a whiff of, and they understand that, oh, this is something that's interesting.
Hmm.
And the good part is there are gaming companies now that are doing this. There's, I think, SpongeBob SquarePants was one of those games that had a Hindi
Yeah.
version that came
Hmm.
out
Hmm.
with it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was in talks with those guys as well. There are a couple of other games that and gaming companies that I am in talks with that are planning to bring stuff in Hindi. So it's going to happen sooner than later, and I'm really happy about it, because
Hmm.
that is one place where Indian voice artists can again shine if that
Yeah.
thing comes in, because there's so many characters that we've brought to life over the years, that
Hmm.
gaming is another aspect where you get to be so free in terms of, and there are some games that are so brilliantly voice acted in the original.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like just off the top of my head, like a Red Dead Redemption or a Last of Us, phenomenal voices, Troy Baker and the gang, and so something like that coming to Hindi, I would die for. So I've been trying on my end, and things are moving forward. It'll take a while, but it'll definitely happen. I'm really hopeful about that.
I took the chance to ask you this question more so because of my like this was not because of the stream but because I got this chance of
Right,
like
right,
talking with you, right? Because I have
right,
been in the industry like writing about it every now and then as like a quote unquote games
right.
journalist, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
every time I get to hear something about like the Indian gaming industry, like in some form or the other, it's like always like my brains always go like
Yeah,
ting,
antenna goes up. Yeah, yeah,
antenna goes out ting.
yeah.
It's someone I
Yeah.
can ask this question. So this was a very
Correct.
insightful
Absolutely. Yeah.
question, like a conversation in that sense. So
Right.
maybe I'll disturb you a bit more through some other people. Like, so if you
Please
could tell
do.
me
Please do.
how it
Always,
works,
always. Please do.
like
I'd be more than
what
happy to. Yeah.
yeah, because I I don't know. As someone who is also trying to make a video game right now with a few friends of mine, I am very
Nice.
much interested into the thing. So it always, like
Correct.
I always have these questions from like people who are out there, like in some form or the other, be it like
Right.
in voice acting, be
Right.
it in like
Right.
production, quality
Right. Right.
assurance, and all that. So
Please,
yeah,
please, if you guys are looking for bringing games in an Indian accent, in English, Hindi, or any other language, let's set up something and let's start working on that. If you guys are looking at the voice end of it,
definitely.
there are studios, there are artists
Hmm.
out there that
Hmm.
can do
Hmm.
justice to whatever it is you're envisioning. And if it's Indian languages, we can definitely work on them for sure.
Definitely. That works. That works. I will definitely disturb you one of these days. I don't know when I
Looking
will
forward
definitely
to it.
disturb you.
No
But
problem at all.
anyways, I think that is it with the conversation with Sankit Mahatre. He has voiced a lot of our favorite characters over the years. And before sir you leave, of course I have to, like disturb you once more to like do one of your popular voices out there.
All
And
right, all right. Okay, I'll try Ben and the aliens then. Okay, that's because that's your
yes.
favorite. So Ben is.
Yes.
हाय मेरा नाम बेन है बेन टेनिसन इट्स हीरो टाइम और मेरे साथ मेरे कुछ दोस्त भी आए हैं मैं हूँ मंगसोर एको एको ब्रेनस्टॉर्म
I I don't know how to react. with that. And I hope I could have like make you stay here and make me talk with you for many more
I
hours.
wish. Maybe someday we'll have a gaming stream. I'll try my hands at Brawlhalla a little bit, get a little better at it, and
Yes.
then come back for
Yeah, definitely. Next
it.
time.
For sure.
Gabo, this is your cue. Next one's very soon, maybe next month. But jokes apart, thank you so much for like giving us that
Thank you
time. It
so much.
was
Thanks a lot for having me, and all the best to everybody who's participating. I'm looking forward to the results. Thank you so much.
Oh, before you leave, one last, like a request which has come from the chat,
Yeah.
and I know I
Yes.
shouldn't be asking you to do this once again, but someone wants you to do the Deadpool voice. So if you can do that before we move on to the game.
मुझे लगा था कि ये स्ट्रीम में थोड़े पैसे वैसे मिलेंगे, मुझे प्राइज वाइज देंगे, गेम का कॉन्सोल मेरे घर पे भेजेंगे, पर कुछ कर नहीं रहे हैं, सिर्फ सवाल जवाब चल रहे हैं. खाना वाना भी दोगे या ऐसे ही भेज दोगे मुझे वापस?
Navneet,
That's it.
you know what to do. But thank you so much once again, sir, for joining with us.
An
This was
absolute
Sankit
pleasure.
Mahat.
Thank you so much.
And we will be taking a very quick break, and then we're going to be starting with the first game of the night. And this was Sankit Mahat. Once again, I'm Sampad, also known as Redacted 117. And where is the right back screen? See, even my OBS doesn't want me to change the screens at this point. But yeah, we're going to be coming with
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
We're going to be coming with this quick short break.
Later.
Okay, there. Welcome everyone once again to All India Anime Guild Wars. And I know a lot of you people want to watch the first game of tonight, but that is fine because we have too many guests coming up. Because like we like to. Our event is big, okay? A lot of people get excited about it every now and then, and they do want to like come over and like chat with us and chat with me, yours truly, Sampad. So right now I have been joined by another guest of ours, which is, as usual, I will let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna be having some nice little chat, and then we're gonna be moving on to the first game of the night. So if you could introduce yourself, so please.
Hi guys, my name is Jazit Omawase. Most of you on Instagram know me as Jazit Draws. So I've been an animator for the last 14 years, and I also do a lot of illustrations. You can find my work on my Instagram account. I do a lot of innovative stuff, including a series of sketches called Anime X Indian Gods, where I pick an anime character and a character from Indian mythology, and I turn them into illustrations. I also do a lot of animation work, both locally and globally. You'll see that on my Instagram profile. So here I am. Ask away, guys. Hi, Sampat.
Hello there, Jazel. Once again, thank you so much for making the time on a Sunday. I know it's
Sorry, I was a bit late.
no, it's all good. It's all good. It's not about being late. It's
Good,
just
good.
that I know we disturbed you on a Sunday, and you did
No.
probably wanted to have like a chill day session by yourself
No,
instead of
it's
coming
cool. It's
here.
cool. I'm here. I'm chill.
But anyways, I have seen your artworks, as you said, like it has appeared on my Instagram also sometimes every now and then, because that's how my feed has been tuned into, right? Sometimes I do get
Yeah,
some very
yeah.
nice artworks. So tell me a bit about like how did you get the idea of like combining mythology characters and animes together, and just do this thing which you do over at Instagram.
So it just came out of the blue. So I've been drawing a lot of art, mythology art from the very beginning since I started my old account as well, which actually got hacked. So the one I have now is a new one. So I basically my old account got hacked, and I was trying to find ways to probably create something that engages new fans. And one day I was just drawing like a pose of Krishna in a like a perspective style pose. And then I said, why can't I combine two characters that have very similar traits? Krishna has a power that was hidden within, which he realized later on. Naruto has the same thing. They both use chakra as a main form of like what can you say, a weapon or like a power. And of course, they have a lot of kind of common traits. Like Krishna was born without his actual parents. Naruto didn't have parents. So that was just the first illustration where I then added Naruto, kind of doing a team up Rasengan with Krishna. And that kind of got, the first time I posted it, got like 3,000 likes, which I had never got before on any illustration. And it kind of boosted my account because it was during COVID. But again, my main profession is a full-time animator. I'm a full-time animator. I work on a lot of small projects where people want, like intros, like anime style intros for their comics, for their, Kickstarters. So I started out with that. Now I'm art directing a particular show. I can't reveal a lot about that, but I'll reveal it soon.
Nice,
So yeah,
nice.
that's a little about me.
I'm so looking forward to the project which you are planning on like
Absolutely.
revealing. So still, can we like a little bit of tidbit on what it is? Like just like a
So
scoop
yeah,
of sorts.
perfect. Yeah. So the thing is, I've been directing a series called Two Land. The first episode are actually out on YouTube, so you guys can
Okay.
check it out. It's made by a complete Indian team, like me and 6 others. And I will share the link with you guys. You can later on share it with you. So it's like an anthro series where it's a superhero series where there's this tiger kind of character. And he's a superhero and he fights villains of different kinds. It's actually a comic from the US, which we are adapting into an animation. So I will share the link whenever, once the stream ends, and maybe then you can kind of check it out and see how it goes. But I'm also coming up with a completely brand new anime style intro based on Lord Krishna. And I'm revealing this for the first time on your podcast. It's going to be coming out on March 4th. And I'm really looking forward to the public's response on that because I know it's going to, I've put a lot of effort into it, so I know it's going to work. But again, I will share a sneak peek with you guys once the chat is done.
Perfect. That sounds like a plan then. And
Absolutely.
since okay, is there like any sort of inspiration when it comes to you drawing the characters essentially? Like, are there any?
Absolutely.
So
So
can you
as you
like tell
guys,
us?
yeah, sure. So as you guys know, I have my own web manga series. Actually, that's what actually kickstarted my animation career. My web manga, The Beast Region, actually won the Comic Con award in its first year. And that's what actually got me in touch with a lot of studios and a lot of stuff started happening for me in the animation circuit. I made a lot of friends on Facebook who then became my clients. And actually, the main inspiration behind the Beast Region was obviously a show from the 80s called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I'm not sure the new gen will be aware of it. So it was Masters of the Universe and Thundercats. But at that time, I didn't have a clear style of drawing. So my style basically evolved when Naruto came into India. So Naruto kind of caught me by storm. I literally, kind of started believing in Naruto's ideals. And I say this very, very literally because there's a lot of things that Naruto helped me cope with in life. And that's one of the basic inspirations that I actually got courage to start my own manga, to start it as a web comic and put it out there to the people so that they could enjoy it. And in the first Comic Con, I sold over 500 copies of it, like in the
Oh, that
first 2 days. So that was
that's
something that
nice.
came out of the blue, and that kind of propelled my career and my confidence to become an animator and move away from comics and illustrations and start working in animation. And the
That's
rest just kept happening one after the other.
nice. That sounds like such a good journey you've had with artworks
Absolutely.
and drawings and everything. And before we move on to like just last question,
Sure.
is there any like kind of advice you would like to give to any aspiring artists out there, or like anyone who like loves the medium in general, if they are thinking of just dipping their toes into it and like do good at it?
Ab-
What?
Absolutely. Especially for Indian people, like Indian fans who want to get into animation. Animation is not easy. But if you have a solid passion for drawing, for art, for visualization, it's one of the best careers you can have because when you work, it will almost seem like fun. But you have to have an enormous amount of passion. Another problem is that the mentality of people in India, especially like parents and stuff, I shouldn't be saying this, but there is a lot of people who think animation does not have a career, like locally. So generally, they tend like it's a general tendency for people to push their kids into engineering, medicine, stuff like that. But when I say animation has a market, it may not have a solid market locally. But today, with the internet, people can connect with anyone in the world through Reddit, through Instagram, through Facebook, through ArtStation. It's just about how you promote your art, how you put your art out there, what is unique about your art style. Stuff like that should speak out because if you just I see a lot of artists who come on Instagram and just right away start off the bat with anime art which they have seen from somewhere, which they have referenced. The problem is that art isn't going to get you work. What's going to get you work is your original characters, the way you draw, the way you emulate other styles and create your characters. Everything is an inspiration of something else. That's the like you have to understand. Every character is inspired by some other character in some way. But it's how you put your personal like what you envision in the character and give them a personality, that's what actually counts. So that's something I would like to tell the people because as long as you have the passion, this field is like one of the best fields you can work with. You don't have to uh, feel like you're working. Of course, I do frame by frame animation. So sometimes there are scenes which have 76 unique frames. And then you have to sketch them, you have to do the line art, you have to color because I'm a freelancer. So most of the times I have to do everything from line art to coloring. Of course, if you work in a studio, it's different. You have colorists and stuff like that. But like I said, if you have the passion, it's always better to create stuff that is original and stuff that you basically, what can I say, you feel passionate about. So that is my advice. Have a lot of passion. The field is open. It's an open ball game for everyone. It's not like there's a lot of competition in the field of animation and especially anime style animation. But like I said, if you're good at what you do, there is work out there and you can find it through various sources. It's just how you promote yourself online.
That's absolutely sounds like a very good advice to give to anyone. And I think that also applies into mostly like almost in any field out there, like some
Any
version of
art
that.
field, actually,
Yeah.
whether you're in music, whether you're in art, whether you're in dancing, it's basically the same thing. Like I know that so many people who wanted to get into it but couldn't because people around them would discourage them. But that shouldn't be the case. Your passion should be strong enough to overcome all these distractions.
So
yeah.
that's like a very good advice. So before you leave, if you could like plug your socials and let everyone know where they can find your work, and just
Absolutely.
do your job, do your thing.
Absolutely. So my primary social is of course my Instagram, that is Brazilian Draws. I have a YouTube channel by the same name. And of course you can find my work on Facebook, ArtStation, DeviantArt. But I think Instagram is where I want my following and my community to build up. So I'll definitely, promote that more. And like I said, the new video which I'm talking about, the Krishna animation, that's coming out on YouTube on March 4th. So I would really request all of you to check it out. I will be posting sneak peeks on my Instagram as the days come closer. So definitely check that out. And thank you, Sampath, for having me on this. And sorry for being late.
You were absolutely not late. In fact, maybe we were a bit late in calling you in. So like apologies on my end also
No
for
issues, no issues.
But yeah, we
No
will
issues.
be having some conversations like off stream whenever it is possible. Maybe I'll just ask Novo to like help me connect with you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that was Jazzil. This is me redacted. And Jazzil, once again, thank you so much for coming. If you could,
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
thank you so much. And we are gonna be starting with the first game of the night. And
Okay, see you guys. All the best.
see, he gave the words of encouragement. So the first match players, may hopefully you guys are winning this one. Whoever is fighting, may the best one wins is all I will say. So once again, Jazil, thank you so much for coming. I'll see you very soon.
Well. Yep.
That was Jazil, everyone, and we are gonna be starting the first game of the night. Finally, I know a lot of you people are screaming at me like, start the game! But I had to, address the guests before I get into the game, and that the first game should be between Meher, representing Banaras, versus Raghav, or Rags, as he likes to call himself, representing Delhi. So the players are on your screens already. They are in the lobby. And with that, we're going to be starting the first game of the night. May the best player win. And this one is going to be best of one as usual. Okay, I have been getting screamed by everyone to refresh the challenge bracket. Sorry, my bad. The first game is gonna be between Mihir from Banaras going against Nilkant from Kolkata, which is sushi. So my bad. Sorry for mixing it up. But yeah, I don't know who is which one. Which one is who? Excuse me, production. Which player is who? As usual. Once again, Mihir is representing Banaras. Sushi is representing my city, that is Kolkata. So may the best player win. One of them is playing Jaeyoon, while Queen Nai is being played by another player whose name I still do not know because... Okay, Queen Nai is Mihir, Jaeyoon is Sushi. May the best player win. And with that, we're going to be starting the first game of the night. And we're going to be seeing which stage they're going to be picking up first. So one of them has gone for Miami Dome, another has gone for another stage, and we're going to be going to Miami Dome once again. Queen Nai is being played by Mihir, and while Jaeyoon is being played by Sushi. So, may the best player wins. This is the first game of the top 8 of tonight, and we will be starting the game very soon. So, for this stage, it has like 2 other platforms on top of the main platform, so you can have some sort of distance between your opponents, and like take some breathing room and save yourself. And while I was talking about it, both of them have started going at each other. They're just like going at the and on in front of their face, just like that. They're just like going at it. They have started chomping off of the stock health right over there. Sushi's gonna be changing his weapon, going for the katana, and his stock health is not really looking really good. While Mihir currently has the dual blades, which allows him to do a floral design, which has a lot of big spread of hitbox damage over there. Right now, Sushi is whiffing a lot of his attack compared to Mihir, who has been effortlessly dodging Sushi's attack. Sushi is going to be doing a downward attack, but that will not be enough for throwing Mihir out of the map, because Mihir's stock is pretty good compared to Sushi's stock right now, which is currently at the red. Stock health is not looking really good, and both of them are going to be taking their time and just jumping all around the place. currently Meher has a very long spear which allows the character to do some very long distance attack compared to the mid and close range attacks which other weapons allow us to do. Sushi almost goes out of the map while Meher is finally gonna be not throwing him. Okay, he will be throwing Sushi out of the map, bringing his stock down to the second one compared to Meher's third stock, which is also at the reds right now. Sushi currently has a full stock advantage in the way where his stock health is pretty good compared to his stock right now. So it's a matter of when Sushi is going to be taking the advantage of the momentum and just throw Meher out of the map, as both the players are currently trying to get any sort of damage against their opponent in some way or the other. Sushi is probably gonna be throwing Meher out of the map anytime soon. He has tried doing the true combos as much as possible, but he unfortunately is not getting the opportunity, as Sushi is gonna be going out of the map again, getting to his final stock. But finally Sushi is gonna be taking that opportunity and throw Meher off the map, bringing his stock down to the second one. So Meher still has an opportunity of having a full leverage against Sushi's right now. He has the stock advantage, he has the momentum. Sushi, on the other hand, doesn't really have the momentum. He has to play a bit safe and secure comparatively. And I have started sweating right now because the game is so interesting to watch comparatively that I think I need an AC stat. As Sushi almost going to be going out of the map, he does not get the opportunity of getting back on the stage. And Sushi with that is going to be going out. What an unfortunate situation right over there for Kolkata, as Meher representing Banaras is going to be going to the semifinals of tonight. Big congratulations to Banaras. That was the only player from Kolkata. Sushi, we're going to be having a conversation after the stream because that was unfortunate right over there. And with that, we will be moving on to the next match of this tournament, which is going to be between Ansh from Hyderabad going against Krishna from Anime Club Telugu. There you go, I fixed it up. So Ansh from Hyderabad Anime Club going up against Krishna from Anime Club Telugu. I do not know why I was not saying the full name of the clubs. And I will be getting like a confirmation on which player is which, because I have forgotten the name of the in-game character. I've forgotten the IGNs. So hello production, who is who exactly? As you guys can see, they are ready on the stage right now. It's all about which player is who. Okay, so Ansh is going to be playing as Onyx, while K2 Krishna is going to be playing as Loki. So both the players are ready. Ansh is on the left, Krishna is on the right. May the best player wins. Both the players have currently joined in once again. Ansh is playing as Onyx while Krishna is playing as the other player. Both the players have started doing their things. One of them has to get a stock advantage over the other, which is exactly the entire point of this game. You just have to get the stock advantage and just throw your opponent off of the map. As right now, Ansh has the bazooka on his hand. As you guys know, the bazooka allows you to dodge at the same time. It does a lot of big damage. As Ansh is probably going to be throwing Krishna off the map, but unfortunately he doesn't. But the good advantage from that is that Krishna's stock is not looking really good. It's currently at the red, so it's all about whether Ansh can just capitalize on it, just carry on his momentum like that and throw him off the map. Both the players are currently just going at each other's face. Once again, Ansh right now is jumping around. He is taking his opportunity. He is trying to get close to Krishna and do a true combo, because one nice true combo is going to be chomping off of the stock health as much as possible. And both the players are currently taking their sweet time with it. Currently, Ansh's stock is not really looking good, so it's all about Krishna, whether he takes that advantage, takes that momentum, shifts the momentum, and eats out on Ansh's stock, which does not seem to be the case, as Ansh is finally going to be throwing Krishna off the map with that bazooka. As I said, bazooka deals a lot of damage. It's all about whether you can, whether you use the weapon, which is the case for most of the thing. Currently, Ansh is gonna be capitalizing once again. He hoards on his 3 stocks and he wins the game. Oh my god, that is some that was something. That's like, holy shit. That was so scary. I mean, I expected Krishna to, just shift the momentum a bit, but unfortunately, Ansh had his bazooka, he utilized it properly, and that allowed him to chomp off Krishna's health as much as possible and throw him out of the race as he goes into the semifinals of tonight. So big congratulations to Ansh from Hyderabad Anime Club for moving into the semifinals. Wow, I mean, that was something. And before we move on to the next game, we have another guest who will be joining us anytime soon, so I need to wait for them to join in. And there is someone joining in once again who left. I'm so sorry. I think they're getting ready, but while they are getting ready, let me quickly give you guys a quick rundown on what is the situation right now with the bracket. So Mehir, representing Banaras Anime Club, is going to be going into the semifinals for taking 2 stocks with him, while Sushi's from Kolkata Anime Club is unfortunately going to be going out of this race, which is unfortunate because Kolkata Anime Club is my city, sadly. So he's going to be going out of the race, while Ansh versus Krishna, in that case, Ansh is going to be taking the win for Hyderabad Anime Club, throwing Krishna off the game, sadly. We're going to be waiting for our guests while they join in, and I think this time around they have finally joined. And I think there has been some technical difficulties on both of our ends, which is this situation right now. Yeah, I feel like there has been some technical difficulties. So while they fix that up, we're going to be back with a short break, and we're going to be coming back with few more guests, few more matches, and mostly more matches instead of, all the yapping, because I like yapping. I'm of course going to be putting a lot of yapping in today's stream. So yeah, we're going to be coming back with a short break soon. Okay, once again, welcome back. And Nobu has joined in for some reason, screwing my entire setup once again without giving me a notification. So, we are currently on the stream. Welcome back to All India Anime Guild Wars. I'm Sampad. This is another one of our guests for tonight. And as like with every other guest who have come over for the stream, I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and then we're gonna be having some nice conversations about everything else. So if you can introduce yourself, please.
Sure. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I think it's a very prestigious award ceremony. I was sorry for my lack of knowledge, not very well aware, but I think you guys are doing a great job. So, regarding my introduction, hello everyone. I am Jenica. I am residing in New Delhi and I work at Jetro. And Jetro, I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware, it's actually Government of Japan trade organization here in New Delhi. We have actually 5 offices in India, and Jetro will stand for Japan External Trade Organization, basically to facilitate trade between Japan and other countries. So earlier we were like a traditional organization only focusing on trade and research, import, export, other basic things. But only recently we've also tried to explore other verticals like innovation and content and gourmet sector. So I have been given the responsibility to take care of the content department under
Hmm.
Jetro. Now, under the content department, our primary focus is to create business opportunities for Japanese companies in India. And the scope is B2B right now. So we're just
Hmm.
trying to connect Japanese companies with the Indian companies and trying to promote finished content from Japan. And
Okay.
as you know, that anime is becoming very
Hmm.
popular, so there are a lot of
Hmm.
potential buyers also for IP. So we're just trying to connect the two sides.
That sounds like a very interesting work to like do in your day job, just like getting all the content side of things, like looking behind the scenes and the content side of things, and trying to just like connect businesses so that more people can just like enjoy the content. Because over the years, anime has grown a lot in India. Back then, it was like only one channel, that was Animax, which was also a Southeast Asian, I think Southeast Asian broadcasting, which used to happen here, and that was also very randomized. So sometimes cable companies used to give it to us, sometimes they just like yanked it away from us. So uh, big
Mm.
thanks for just helping out with the content side of things, and like trying to help build anime out here in India, also like grow anime out here in India. So as you said, like Japan External Trade Organization in general, not a lot of people know about it, like what they do and what they do not do. Even I didn't know about it until this week, when I was like getting briefed into who are the guests coming over, and I was like, what is Jetro? And Navneet was like, please remember this, what they do, because this is very important. I'm like, yes, okay. And then I did my research, and as you said, like it's a more of like a like someone trying to do some B2B connections. And also over the years,
Right.
how would you say, at least in your vertical, like the vertical which you work with, how successful has it been up until now?
So one, obviously, like you, a lot of people are not aware of our
Hmm.
existence
Hmm.
because like Japanese companies, even Japanese organizations are not very good at marketing themselves.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of presence on social media. I mean, I do that on a personal level, but
Hmm.
as an organization, we don't have a lot of presence. When we interact with a lot of Japanese companies, we get this feedback like India as is at a stage where China was 10 years back in terms
Hmm.
of, popularity of anime, in terms of piracy. So
Hmm.
they're looking at India from a longer view. They're not looking at short-term gains. They are
Hmm.
ready to invest right now, and they're even ready to take losses. They want to invest right now, and for 10 years they
Hmm.
will or at least 5 years they say that they want to continue investing. And after
Hmm.
that, if they see results, they will maybe continue to choose India as their next uh, partner country. But
Partner
right
country.
now,
Hmm.
I think one of the few challenges or concerns that they face here, yeah, is one, obviously piracy,
Hmm.
and second is a lot of companies from India, a lot of companies from Japan. There is a gap because sometimes
Hmm.
companies from Japan, they sort of charge a lot of money in terms of selling their IP,
Yeah.
so that sort of difference is still there. So
Hmm.
this is where we come in. We try to connect the two sides, and then there is language barrier. So sometimes
Hmm.
there are issues, but I think situation is improving.
That is very nice to hear, because again, more animes, more means for us to have things legally. I think also piracy does gets minimized to a certain degree, because personally I feel like the more piracy we have right now is because the inaccessibility or of the medium in general. Because I think one movie I really wanted to watch in India last year was like Godzilla minus one, and I was like one of the few people on Twitter always screaming about it, like where is it, where is it, where is it. So it's good, like organizations like yours are like trying to bridge that gap in some way or the other, so that people like us who are also like
Mm.
into other sorts of medium, not only anime, movies, music, are also getting like an opportunity, or maybe enjoying the medium which we love in some form or the other. So another thing which crept up in my mind right now, so because you were talking about piracy to a certain degree also while you were like explaining what the work which has been done. So if I have to ask, like, what is the situation in terms of piracy in India? I know this is a question which maybe we can't go very deep into it, because it's a lot of numbers and all that things, and I'm pretty sure I love numbers. I like hearing numbers, because again, like that kind of clashes with the work which I used to do. See, some last year, I used to write about video games, so that
Mm.
technically I am always like in touch with Japanese game developers and all that, and that industry side of industry also, which is something I would also get back to. So, in terms of piracy, how would you say, like, right now, where is India, and like how, and do you see like it improving down the line? the improving in
Hmm.
the sense that like
So,
minimizing piracy and all. Hmm.
sure. So, to explain the situation, I think we'll have to go to first the background of the reason.
Hmm.
And why we see that kind of number right now is because till a few years back, there was obviously no licensed channel to watch anime.
Hmm.
It's only recently that we've seen Crunchyroll and Netflix actually, showing IP, anime IP titles in India. So there were not a lot of options to watch anime. So that
Hmm.
is why, that piracy was there. And only
Hmm.
recently, Crunchyroll and other platforms are investing, they're doing dubs. And sometimes the dubs are not as per to the expectations of the fans. As this is what I'm actually hearing from a lot of anime
Hmm.
fans.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So there are still a few reasons why people, watch it on piracy sites, why they do. And if we have to talk about numbers, I don't want to state any official numbers
Yeah, of
on a
course.
channel where I will be,
Yeah, yeah,
where my
definitely.
comments will be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know. That's why I know.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
don't
I
want to
said the
leave my
disclaimer.
comments forever.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways.
But if I
Hmm.
have to broadly state the situation, I think, in events, events, I don't want to take names. I think
Hmm.
a lot of merchandise that is sold is counterfeit, and
Hmm.
obviously, majorly, I think still a
Hmm.
lot of people watch anime on pirated sites. One, obviously, because it's very easily accessible, and for the right dub version or their anime to be screened in India takes time. So time
Hmm.
and dub and other factors are still there. But like I said, if we look at China 10 years back, this is where we stand right now. And China has actually overcome the problem.
Hmm.
They've, overcome this challenge. I think India is on the right path, not only in terms of IP laws are in place, courts act fast, Japanese companies are investing right now. Fans are becoming more aware. They want, the Japanese companies to actually look at Indian market seriously. So that kind of dedication is there. So I think we're on the right path.
That sounds really good. And before we end this entire conversation, one last question I had, because, as I said, I am a gamer, so I love video games coming from Japan more than anything else. And since I got someone from Jetro who is in some form or the other is into the vertical, so is there any plans for Jetro someday down the line to like work with the Japanese publishers to bring the games into India? Because right now the situation is that there is a good flow of video games coming from Japan, but it's not up to the mark. Sometimes it has to come from like the gray imports of sorts, like the other channels, which instead of like the official channels. So, is there any plans for Jetro to work on that someday once this entire anime thing or whatever like Japanese media thing gets sorted out?
So when I say that I work in the content department, that not only means anime, that also includes gaming,
Hmm.
live action, music, movies, artists, everything.
Hmm.
So when I talk about gaming, we're already working with companies from Japan that are publishers of
Hmm.
games.
Hmm.
And this year only, there is a platform called Flow. I
Hmm.
think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's called
Hmm. Hmm.
Flow, the
Hmm.
gaming platform.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
on Flow, there are a lot of game titles available. We have connected a few companies from Indian side to Japanese companies. They're actually negotiating on a few titles, and I have my fingers crossed. I hope that goes well. Secondly, so there are artists, like because you also mentioned about artists. I am actually getting queries from the artists themselves now that they want to perform in India. So that is
Hmm.
another good sign. Then there are companies from Japan that want companies from India to use their script for remaking the movie. So it's not only
Hmm.
anime, it's not only gaming, but obviously movies and live action. So there is interest from Japan side, but when I talk about the paying potential here in India, that I think sometimes there is a gap there. So
Hmm.
if
Hmm. Hmm.
we're able to sort of mitigate that gap, I
Hmm.
think we will see more exchange between the two nations.
That sounds
And
like
also, I would like to, from this medium, like to urge all the people who are active members of this community, if there is a particular title that you guys want to watch,
hmm.
so you can maybe write to me and I will try and, on my personal level, connect with that company from Japan and urge them and tell them that there is a demand for this particular title and please do something to,
That
launch
that
it in India.
that
This
sounds
is
like
what
a
I can
good
do.
plan. Another person to pester in my free time sometime. Definitely not gonna be doing that. I'm just saying it for the stream. I'm definitely
So
not
don't
gonna be
pester,
texting
just
anyone.
just message me once and leave that there.
Yeah, that works. That works. Also, baby metal concert someday in India. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Metal concert someday. But anyways, that was Jenica coming
I was
from.
pitching for you as hobby, but yeah.
Huh? Huh? Sorry. You cut off. I'm so sorry. I couldn't.
I said I was pitching for yeah, so I said I was pitching for you as hobby, but that's okay.
That also works. Both works, to be honest. If it's like two people, that also works. But Baby Metal, one day, someday.
Great,
And Atara Shigako,
great.
both of my favorite bands from Japan. But anyways, that was Jenica coming from Jetro. Thank you so much once again for joining us and giving us your time. I know it's a Sunday. You probably wanted to, like chill out and like spend your me time, but unfortunately, we had to disturb you a bit and ask you questions. So apologies for that. But once again, thank you so much for
Happy
coming
to be
over.
disturbed. Thank you so much for calling me. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
having me.
Thank you so much. And with that, we're going to be starting the next games for Brawlhalla after this short little break. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to All India Anime Guild Wars Finals. Someone joined in, and I think this time around it is Cheeseburger fixed his computer. I'm not sure about it yet, but he's having some issues with the audio issues. So while he fixes that up, we're gonna be continuing with our matches, which is the next one should be between. Let me have a look. Who is it gonna be? It should be between Melvig from Goa Anime Club going against Ashmit from Bangalore Anime Club. So I need to get a confirmation if both the players are the ones who are in the VC right now, and we can start the matches.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And I can finally hear your voice. We're gonna be
Yeah.
starting with the third match, Cheeseburger. And while we start the match, can you please give us an introduction of who you are, what do you do, and we can just continue. Let the matches happen while we have a conversation. How about that?
Yes, yes, definitely. I've been watching these two matches and I love how they are going.
Yeah. So we are waiting for the third player to join in, which is Melvik representing Goa going against Ashmit, who is from Bangalore Anime Club. So that's like the third player. I think Cheeseburger is having some technical issues, so while he fixes that, let me introduce who is playing who. Let's have a look at the game quickly because I do not know where the game is even at this point. I have too many monitor screens. I had too many screens. I don't like this. Anyways, so Destiny 53, who has picked a Red Raptor, is going to be Melvik, it seems. Sorry, Ashmit, while the other player is going to be Melvik. So Melvik is still choosing a legend. We're going to be waiting for both of them to pick their legends, and that should be it. And Cheeseburger, if you're saying something, please say hi.
Yes.
And finally, we fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed the issues. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys like a quick rundown on why I was so excited. So before this stream, before the previous interview, Cheeseburger and I were gonna have a conversation, but unfortunately Cheeseburger was having some technical issues with the audio and I was trying to fix it. So after a lot of fixing, we are finally here with this beautiful human being sitting right on my left, right here, with the beautiful voice. So if you could introduce yourself, please.
Hi, so my name is Sahil. I am a film writer who write a lot of comics and graphic novels, and I've just delved into writing manga as well. So my first manga is out. It is called Hanta the Hunter. More like out and out, I'm a screenwriter. I am a writer.
Okay. You're a writer, so you love to write
Yes,
a lot of things.
yes.
Okay, that sounds like a very good. That sounds like a very interesting thing to me because personally, like for someone who used to write for a living, for different websites, writing is something which sounds like a very interesting medium to be involved in some form or the other. So my first question, which I have to ask you, since you did say you are a writer, is like, how did this entire interest for writing like come up for you?
So I belong from Himachal.
Huh.
So when I came to Mumbai, I wanted to be something else. I wanted to be a VJ. But then you know there's a calling. There's always
Yeah.
a calling.
Huh.
So one day I had this calling that, okay, I want to be a writer. But what kind of a writer I want to be? So I went straight into the books. I've been reading a lot of books, but writing novels is a tedious task. So I learned a lot of screenplay, watching a lot of films, downloading a lot of screenplays, and then I went into film writing. And then slowly and steadily, I am on the verge of releasing my first film as well.
Oh, nice.
So then the comics called me in because comics is love, you know. So I have now more than 11 titles that are out, and the first manga title is also out, Hanta. So this is the cover. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Wait.
So this is
Let me maximize that. Of course they're gonna be seeing it. Don't worry about it. Let me maximize that one. Okay.
so
Discussion
this
room. There you go. Maximized. This is the manga. Anyway,
so
we're gonna
this
be
is
going
it.
back.
This is it. Yeah. So I love writing. It's fun to write, but I want to go into animation as well. So I've been in touch with. I also directed one of the animations from one of our comic books, which is called Agent J in Operation Ganga.
Hmm.
So the point was to collaborate with Japanese animators.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, I'm still working on that. And
Fingers
when
crossed.
then I found these wonderful people from Otaku Guild, and they helped me a lot on understanding what the teen age actually requires. I
Hmm.
am not that old,
Hmm.
however, I look old, but I'm not that old. I'm still into my starting 30s. But I wanted to understand, why do you people love so much of Japanese stuff?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then I started reading it. And then I came to know, oh my gosh,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Yeah, okay.
There is something
So,
right here.
yes. So I started writing my first manga then, and but I wanted to keep a little Indian flavor into it because I think the culture is very important in Japan. So I don't want to leave my culture in India. Keeping the bases, hitting all
Hmm.
the bases, but still keeping
Ha.
the Indianness.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yep. So it's already out, and I'm working on the animation as well. I'm trying to rope in one of the best animators from Japan. I cannot reveal it to you soon, but
Hmm.
it can be one of the biggest projects for India. And I've roped in some producers as well who are ready to put some,
Yes.
dough over it.
Dough. We need the
Yeah,
dough. If
yeah,
for any projects, there needs to be a dough. I try to stream a new video game, needs a dough to buy that game, sadly. It's always like that every single day. The grind never stops. But on to my next question, which I had is that since you do a lot of writing, you have
hmm,
written comic books, you have written scripts for a lot of things, if I'm not wrong. You are
yes.
in the process of releasing your movie, so you've also written a film script already. So,
Hmm.
how would you say like in terms of writing all these mediums, how different are they from each other? Like, is there like a set thing when it comes to writing for movies or when it comes to writing for comics, or is it like one and same more or less when you're writing the scripts?
So I think it is like Step Brothers thing,
Hmm.
They are equal somewhere, but they are still not. There are different techniques that we use at the screenplay in films. There is
Hmm.
always you have to explain where the scene is happening. And in the comics, you have to do the same thing, but the format is different.
Hmm.
So it
Hmm.
is like, brothers, but step brothers in a
Hmm.
way where
Hmm.
it is chalk and cheese. However, they still are almost same if you see.
Okay, okay. And I'll ask you two more questions before we end it for the night. Which is, and I'm gonna club two of them together, so feel free to answer whichever you
Sure,
want
sure.
first. First off, what were your inspirations as a child to like pick up writing in some form or the other? Like, what were the books you loved, or what were the movies, or I don't know, cartoons you loved watching before picking up the script writing? And for any aspiring script writers or even writers in general out there,
Mhm.
feeling like just dipping their toes into this medium, what kind of advice can you give to them?
See, read a lot of books,
Hmm.
watch a lot of films,
Hmm.
and if you never know which part of what inspires you is to tell you your story. You
Hmm.
might be
Hmm.
a child who's been beaten up by the parents. You can be a child who's been bullied. You
Hmm.
can be a child who's been adventurous. I see a
Hmm.
smile on your face over there. So you can be there always, everyone has a past.
Hmm.
So I think what drives you is what you write.
Hmm.
And the main point is, don't write for others. Write for
Hmm.
yourself.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Exactly. I think that also applies for a lot of creative fields out there. That if you're doing something, try to at least do something for yourself. Alongside, of course, you have to do something for others because dough is necessary, as I like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say it,
yeah.
for your other projects. You help out someone else to funnel your own projects, and just like let it flourish down the line. That's like always a good advice anyone can give. So thank you so much once again for that beautiful advice right there. See, this is why I love creative people. They always like I don't know, like I always like synergize with these kind of people because the mindset always is similar, one or some way or the other. So it sounds really good. And speaking of, what was your favorite, like book or cartoon or movie? What would you say?
See, I always loved Tintin. So
Tintin
Tintin
is
was
classic.
is my all-time favorite. I've
Hmm.
always loved it. I loved watching it. I've loved Watchmen. So Watchmen is one of the graphic novels I
Hmm.
have read a lot. And
Hmm.
then there was a lot of cartoons that used to come on DD1. I'm from
Yeah.
that era, when we started DD1, and
Yeah,
there
yeah,
used to
yeah.
be cartoons
I I
from. So,
I remember when I
so
used
you
to live
feel
in
me, right?
Tripura. When I used to live in Tripura, DD1 always used to air this RoboCop cartoon and the Fox,
DuckTales.
yeah,
And,
DuckTales, the
yeah,
Fox
yeah.
X-Men, the Fox
Yes,
Spider-Mans,
yes,
Fantastic Four. Man,
yes.
I'm getting so much nostalgia right now about my Tripura times. Damn. But anyway, see,
So
this is why I love
yeah.
talking with people.
So I think that is what has driven me. I
Hmm.
have found a lot of time in
Hmm.
libraries. If you don't find me anywhere, you'll find me in a library.
Hmm. Hmm. So that sounds like something really nice. So that was it for Cheeseburger
Thank you.
Comics. Oh, and before you leave, what is your favorite comic? I know Watchmen. You already said it's like a
Mhm.
literature in itself at this point, more than a comic book at this point. I would say it is
Yep.
like a proper literature at this point. But
Yeah.
apart from Watchmen, what else is your favorite? Apart from Tintin and Watchmen.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're generally talking about books.
Yeah, generally I'm
So
talking about
I've always liked Bram Stoker's Dracula.
books. That
So,
is, of course, a classic.
so
Do you like the new
I've
Nosferatu?
sorry.
Did you watch the new Nosferatu, by the way?
Oh yeah, no, not the new one.
You
I've
should
not.
you should
I went for
actually.
the Interstellar.
Hmm.
I'll definitely go.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
apart
you.
from that,
Hmm.
Asterix, I've been there reading. I've been reading
Hmm.
The Family Corleone
Hmm. Hmm.
and The Family Upstairs, Les Miserables.
Hmm.
So all these books and all ये सब चाट लिए हैं पूरे अच्छे से.
एकदम.
So, so
Nice classic reading. This is your cue. Anyone who's in the chat right now who wants to learn how to read books, sorry, who wants to learn how to write scripts or like write stories, consume more media. Consume as much as possible. Buy yourself that movie subscription for a year.
oh
You're
yeah.
gonna you're gonna probably have some of the best movies to watch out there, and also like maybe improve your ideas and all. Then again, movie in India doesn't really have that good of a catalog, sadly. Hopefully they add more movies, to be honest.
Yeah, there is. That's again, people like
That's
Doe, and art
hmm.
is art. Just so it's just a part of that. However, I would need a lot of advice from youngsters like you. Again, I'm not that old, okay? But yeah, I need
let's
a
let's
lot of
let's have
advice
that
from.
let's have that age reveal at this point. Let's have that age reveal.
So, I'm 30.
Not that old. You're just 3 years older than me.
Oh yeah, cool. Still, you're still younger to me, but still, I
Yeah.
need a lot of help from you people.
Hmm.
Because I'm delving into manga, I'm delving into anime. I've been reading a lot of it. Family Upstairs is what I've just read. My
Hmm.
niece loves manga like anything.
Hmm.
She asks me for box sets and
Hmm.
everything, and just because of her, I also read them. So I
Hmm.
understand what you guys are, why it is a cool culture, which the
Hmm.
Indian comics don't have yet.
Hmm. Hmm.
So Indian comics are lacking that X factor. So I hope one day we'll have our animations, the animations of the Indian characters as well,
Hmm.
and I think it will become a cool culture as well for the
Hmm.
Indian comics, and that's where I need a lot of help from youngsters like you running these channels and
Hit me
wonderful.
up. Hit me up. Any day, hit me
Done,
up.
done.
Always there to like give advices or like give ideas for anything because I always love to help out people. But for others who wants to contact you and just give you ideas about things, where can they find you?
So Cheeseburger Comics is there. It's a
Hmm.
very weird name that you'll find anyhow
Hmm.
on Instagram, and
I
my
fum-
ID is
hmm. I
the
fumbled
Sahil
that
S
name.
Sharma.
I
Yeah.
fumbled that name when I was talking with the people in my, like the production chat. I was talking with them. I'm like, please call it cheesecake, and then it's not cheesecake, it's cheeseburger. I'm like, अरे यार सेम चीज है भाई
I,
चीज है दोनों में
yeah,
लाइक एक
yeah,
बर्गर है
yeah.
एक केक है भाई सेम चीज है बट या it's a very
Uh,
unique name. I actually like that
that's the
name also.
story. Yeah, that's a story behind that, but some other day.
Some other day we are gonna hear it, but
Yes,
that was
done.
Sahil Cheeseburger Comics,
Comics. Yes.
and thank you so much once again for joining us,
Thank
and
you. Thank you so much,
good
guys.
night.
And
And
it's wonderful
I
talking to you.
hopefully we're gonna be having some more chats. So yeah, Prage.
Take care, man. Bye bye.
Bye bye, bye bye. That was Sahil from Cheeseburger Comics, and my OBS has minimized for some reason, so my bad, guys. Anyways, we're going to be moving on to the next match, the fourth match of the night, which is going to be between Aryan representing Patna going against Rags from Delhi, Raghav. That is his actual name. So we're gonna be starting this game very soon. I'm gonna be going in the lobby. Both of them are ready already. That is something really nice for me to hear. And there you go. One of them has given me those finger guns. Aryan, it seems, has given me the finger guns using the emotes. And he's already sweating because he knows he's on the stream. So do not fumble, Aryan. I can see you. I do not think that was Aryan. That it was someone else, because I have been told by my production that Aryan is getting replaced by another player, sadly, whose name I have forgotten. So I'm not going to be calling him Aryan. I'm going to be calling him by his club name, Patna Anime Club. There you go. I fixed it up. So anyways, so Patna Anime Club is going to be playing as Lord Rags, while Rags is going to be playing as Mordex, new skin, but same ferocity, hopefully. And with that, we're going to be starting the game, the fourth game of the night. Whoever wins this is going to be going to the semis, and they're going to be going at it completely. So one of them is at Mishima Dojo. That is a name I didn't expect to see in this game. Hello? Excuse me? Mishima Dojo? Is this a Mishima Dojo from Like a Dragon games? No, wait. Is this a Tekken Mishima? That looks like the Tekken Mishima. What? Anyways, I don't want to get distracted. So anyways, Patna player is currently handling the double guns, while Rags already has the scythe on his hand. So both the players, as I've seen, I don't know the Patna player how he plays, but on the other hand, I know how Rags plays, which is pretty darn good from what I have seen. So it's going to be a very interesting match. Through and through to watch. Rags right now has the gauntlets on his hand. He's going to be probably switch out to a weapon, but right now the Patna player is currently going to be having the rocket lance, which is one of the best weapons in this game and also possibly one of the hardest weapon in this game. He's using it pretty effortlessly. Rags almost goes out. He is going to be missing out on that stage as he goes out of the stamina for jumping around and lose his third stock, going into his second stock, while the Patna admin? Is this the admin? I don't think Scar plays that good. But anyways, the Patna member is going to be still wielding his dual guns effortlessly, while Rags is once again back on his side. Both the players are currently just trying to play safe. Remember, Rags currently has like a full health on his stock, but it is his second stock, while the Patna member has his full third stock, which is on the yellow sides. So Rags probably going to be having a difficulty in fighting with the Patna member, but on the other hand, Patna member just have to play very safe, play very precise, and play very nice to win this challenge against Rags. Rags right now fumbling around a little bit, trying to get some amount of damage in to the Patna member, who is currently representing Patna Anime Club in this Anime Fun Club. Patna is, I think, their name. I have forgotten their name. That their name is like so weird in some senses. It should have been Patna Anime Club, but I'll just call it Patna Anime Club. Scar, if you're hearing this, please rebrand your Anime Club. Thank you so much. And while I was talking about the clubs, Rags is going to be taking this opportunity and just like throw the Patna Anime Club member of the map, bringing the stocks down to 2 all for both the players. But unfortunately, Rags' own stock health is not looking really good, which will result in his character going off the map, bringing him to his final stock, while the Patna Anime Club member is playing pretty good. He is taking his time. He is jumping all around the place, and he is doing his things. And I just got a confirmation from Scar. His name is also Aryan. So technically we are watching a game. I didn't expect his name to also be Aryan. What a coincidence, I would say. But yeah, right now Aryan is playing pretty good. He is representing Patna Anime Club, while Rags right now holding the rocket lance, which again is a very good weapon if you know how to use it. And he is playing so good. Rags is almost going to be going out of the map. He still has the jump stamina, so which he will utilize and get back on the platform. And while at the same time, Aryan is going to be utilizing the rocket lance effortlessly, because that is going to be helping him out to get back on the map. and get the momentum for the game, because right now, as it looks like, the momentum is completely in the favor of Aryan. Completely, he's gonna be doing such a beautiful combo, the true combo, and gonna be throwing Rags out of the game. Big congratulations to Aryan for moving into the semi-finals of the game, as Rags is gonna be sending a GG, quick GGs to Aryan from Patna Anime Club. Big congratulations to Patna for moving on to the semis. Unfortunately, that is it for my friend Rags, who did scream at me at the beginning of this entire tournament. What a guy. I do like the guy though. He's very nice. He was talking about it. He was enjoying it. And he was just like, Bhaiya, start karo jaldi jaldi, kya late kar rahe ho? So unfortunately, Rags, for you this time around, you can just like go and have dinner completely. You don't have to wait till 11, 12. But for our other players, we're going to be moving on to the semi-finals of the night, which is going to be between Mihir from Banaras Anime Club going up against Ansh from Hyderabad Anime Club, and Ashmit from Bangalore Anime Club going up against Aryan from Patna Anime Club. We are going to be starting the next games anytime soon. I'm going to be waiting, and I think Mehir from Banaras Anime Club is already in, and the other player, we have to wait for the other player to join in for the game. He has given me the thumbs up. That means that is Mehir, if I'm not wrong. I keep on forgetting each of their in-game names. This is why I like having in-game names on the challenge instead of their real names, because that helps out with two things. We're going to be waiting on the player for fighting against Mihir, that is Ansh from Hyderabad Anime Club. And I just got a correction that closing regent is Ansh. So Ansh is in the lobby, and while I was talking about this, Mihir has joined in, so both the players has joined in. Ansh is going to be using Onyx, Mihir is going to be switching into Ada, and I think both the players are ready. Both the players are all good to go, and with that, I'm going to be hitting that C. This is the first semi-finals of the night, and both has chosen, one has chosen Demon Island, one has chosen Miami Dome, and we are going to be going to Miami Dome. So may the best player wins. Ansh playing Onyx, Mihir playing Ada, not Ada Wong, and with that, this one's going to be a good match. So quick notification for everyone, this one is not going to be a best of one match, this one is going to be a best of three match. So both the players have opportunities of like making some sort of comeback instead of going out quickly. So they have to, there's some more opportunities for the players to make a comeback. I'm very sorry for forgetting to change my screen, because I was so engrossed in looking at the game in itself instead of looking at my OBS. But hopefully you guys can now see all the action which is happening on the screen right now, which is both of their stocks currently on the yellow side of things. Ansh from Hyderabad is using his bazooka. He's using the bazooka so effortlessly. He's going to be getting back on the stage using that itself, the propel function of the bazooka. You're going to be using it to his advantage. He almost takes out Mihir of the map, and I think that his two choice of weapons at this point for Ansh is his gauntlets and the bazookas, because in both the cases he really uses them effortlessly. And I just got corrected by Nidhish, who is also in the chat right now. He just told me that to call it cannon instead of calling it bazooka. So I'm gonna be saying screw that to them. We're gonna be changing this. We're gonna be subverting the expectations as Ansh subverts everyone's expectations and throw Mihir off of the map, bringing it down to the second stock. And I'm gonna still call it bazooka, and no one's gonna be doing anything about it, because who's gonna be doing anything to me? Anyways, right now, Ansh is gonna be jumping all around the place using the cannon. There you go. I'm just gonna be. Oh my god, he almost threw Mihir off the map using that true combo. He has been doing so many true combos that it is very interesting to look at. He has been doing a lot of combos. Mihir is going to be throwing Ansh off of the map, bringing it down to 2-all for both of them. Both the players currently just jumping all around the place. They have been doing a lot of combos. They have been doing a lot of things. Dodging quite a lot. Ansh has been dodging Mihir's attacks quite a lot, but he hasn't been capitalizing on the whips done by Mihir, because that is exactly what you should be doing. You should be capitalizing on all the dodges and all the whips and just eat up that health bar, because that is very necessary. Ansh currently has his trusty handy cannon on his back, which allows him to do a lot of damage, and he knows how to use that weapon effortlessly, so it is pretty scary for me here. As I was talking about it, he almost went out of the map. His stock health is currently at the red, and he has switched into his second preferred weapon, and that is the gauntlets, and that almost was a very fatal mistake in part of Ansh, and he's not going to be taking that chance anymore. He's going to be throwing me here off of the map into possibly the final game of the first game of the best of 3. My bad, I just thought it's a best of 1. It is a best of 3, guys, so Mihir still has some opportunities to make a comeback. Ansh has been doing quite a lot of combos right over there. He's gonna be switching places with Mihir. Get back on the platform. Mihir right now trying to get into the face of Ansh, because he has been having a lot of trouble with doing that, which is very surprising, because in his region Mihir was doing very good, so I expected Mihir to also perform well in today's tournament. Unfortunately, that's the entire game plan out here. You just have to like either change the momentum or just carry on the momentum, and in this case Ansh has been carrying on with this momentum. He's gonna be throwing the weapon and he's gonna hit Mihir, but unfortunately that would not be enough for going off the map. Almost got hit by those guns over there of Mihir. Ansh currently at a very scary looking place, and that will throw him out of the map. Unfortunately for Mihir, his stock is still on the red side, which is scary, because one big hit is going to be throwing his character off the map, while Ansh still has some opportunity where he can dodge around and be safe. Ansh is trying to get into the face of Mihir. He's trying to catch Mihir, and just to do damage. He throw him away. Almost Mihir is gonna be throwing Ansh away, and he's just jumping all around the place. He almost has him. He has the cannon, and with that one bonk of the cannon is gonna be throwing Mihir off of the map. We're gonna be going into the second game of best of 3, but if Ansh wins this, he will be going to the finals, and if Mihir wins this, they are going to be playing another match between both of them. So both the players are currently ready. Onyx, Ansh is still going to be sticking to Onyx, while Mihir is going to be playing Queen Nai. So both the players are ready, and with that, may the best one wins. They're going to be going once again back to Miami Dome instead of going to some other stage, so it is going to be on the similar stage once again. Ansh sticking to Onyx, while Mihir is going to be switching to Queen Nai. And with that, may the best player wins.
3, 2.
Once again, Ansh has a full momentum in comparison to Mihir right now, because in the last game, Ansh has complete control on the game. Both the players are currently holding weapons. Ansh has his trusty handy cannon. He has started doing the true combos, and with that started chopping off of Mihir's health, but Mihir also has a very nice weapon which allows him to use the abilities of Queen Nai, the magical abilities of Queen Nai, and Mihir's stock health is already not looking really good. It's on the orange, and with that, Ansh is probably going to be throwing Mihir off of the map. By the point I stopped talking, Mihir almost goes out of the game. Ansh probably currently does not have any sort of weapon. He's going to be switching his weapon back to once again to cannon, because no other weapon was given out on that random rotation for weapon. Mihir is putting a lot of distance between Ansh right now, because Mihir knows it's going to be scary for him if he plays aggressively, and unfortunately with that, Mihir is going to be losing his third stock, going into his second stock. Ansh currently on his third stock, whose health is not looking really good. It is on the red side, so Mihir just has to play a bit safe and just capitalize on Ansh making any sort of mistake right over there. Ansh almost gets thrown out of the map. He currently does not have any weapon, but that will not stop him as he starts doing a lot of damage. Ansh is going to be smartly pick up another weapon while Mihir was trying to not give him any weapon. Right now, Ansh is out of a weapon. Mihir has started, put some distance between him and the weapon, but that will not be helpful as Ansh currently has the gauntlets, which allows him to do some combos, some true nice combos, but unfortunately Mihir is going to be capitalizing on that last mistake and throw him out of the map, bringing him to his second stock. Unfortunately, Mihir's second stock health is not looking really good. It is on the right side, so it is pretty scary. And while I was talking about him, Ansh is going to be throwing Mihir out of the map, bringing him down to his final stock. Mihir has started doing a lot of combos. Mihir has started doing a lot of, like magical combos over here, while Ansh is still using his trusty, handy, beautiful cannon and started doing a lot of true combos, which eats up on Mihir's health. He almost got him, but unfortunately Mihir is going to be capitalizing on that mistake over there. Ansh currently does not have any weapon on him, and he's trying to dodge Mihir as much as possible. Mihir is gonna be taking advantage of him not having a weapon, and that is not looking really good. Maybe Mihir has finally got his momentum back, which is exactly what he needed. But unfortunately for him, Ansh already has the bazooka, so it is all about whether Mihir can play safe and capitalize on it, and just be safe, get another opportunity of fighting against Ansh and maybe go to the finals. Because if Ansh wins this, that is it for Mihir. But if Mihir wins this, he still has an opportunity of coming back. But that does not seem to be the case right now, as Mihir's stock doesn't look really good on the health side. And with that, Ansh is going to be going to the finals of the night. Big congratulations to Ansh, as he's going to be sitting in the finals, waiting to fight the player who will be winning between Ashmit from Bangalore Anime Club and Aryan from Patna Anime Club. So both the players are joining in. Mihir is sweating, I don't know why, and I'm gonna be kicking out Mihir quickly while he is here, and we're gonna be waiting for the next player to join in. And I don't know why he's emoting as like all the crying emotes right over there. And one guy is sweating, another guy is crying emote. I can see a Ubisoft character for a change, which is Ezio Auditore da Firenze. That is a character I didn't expect to see in this tournament. But that is the beauty of tournaments like this, because you get to see characters you generally do not expect to see. I want to see some WWE characters though. So I hope if any of the finalists has a WWE character, I can see them. Anyways, Aryan from Patna is going to be playing Ezio, while Ashmit from Bangalore Anime Club is going to be playing Lord Vrax. So may the best player wins, and we're going to be starting the game. This one, once again, is going to be a best of 3, so whoever plays good is going to be getting the win. So we're going to be going to... Oh, it's gonna be Ulta. Okay, my bad guys, my bad. It's gonna be Ulta. Okay. Nidesh is screaming at me. It's Ulta. Okay, so Ashmit from Bangalore is playing.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Okay, Ashmit from Bangalore is playing Ezio, while Aryan from Patna is playing Lord Vrax. So I'm gonna be commented accordingly, unless I screwed it up again, and in which case I have to fix it. And do I see, is that the energy sword from Halo? I'm sorry, is that the energy sword for Halo I'm seeing on the hand of Ashmit right over there? What is this game even at this point? What is this event? What is this character? What is this game? Why am I seeing energy sword from Halo in Brawlhalla? You know what? I'm here for the fun. I'm here for the enjoyment, and that's all that matters. As right now, Aryan has. Sorry, my bad. I have confused myself. I have confused myself who is who at this point. So production, if you can just give me a heads up who is playing as who, that would really help me out while everyone else enjoys the game right over here. So production, I'm gonna be muting myself quickly while production helps me. My bad, guys. I had to confirm who is who once again. So as Nidish told me previously, Teach Me to Play is Aryan, it seems, which is Ulta. So Teach Me to Play is gonna be Ashmit right now, while Destiny is gonna be Aryan. So Aryan is playing as Ezio, while Ashmit is playing as Lord Bragg. So there you go. I fixed itself, and while I was trying to get my ball bearings and my focus into this game, both the players have already lost both of their third stock going into their second stock, and while I was busy confirming who is who, Ezio has already lost his quite a lot of health for his second stock, so it is all about Rod Vrax to just like take advantage of it and just throw Ezio off of the game, because that is the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to like play safe, play carefully, and dodge quite a lot. And with that, Aryan and Ashmit, both of their stock healths are at the red, so it's all about who's going to be capitalizing on it. And Aryan is going to be the one capitalizing on it and throw away Ashmit. Ashmit right now has to play a bit safe because his stock health is on the white side, so he still has some time for himself to take some breather, and both of their stocks are going to get reset into the final stock where the health is red, and quite a lot of possibility of changing the momentum of the game. Aryan right now currently has the rocket lance on his hand, so it's all about using it carefully, while Ashmit is still doing quite a lot of combos over there with the energy sword from Halo, possibly. Someone please confirm it whether it is the energy sword from Halo. And Ashmit is gonna get grabbed by Aryan's ability from that Ashmit is gonna be trying to, you know, like keep a safe distance from Aryan, because right now he has that magic orb which does not have a lot of range, while at the same time Ashmit is using. Yeah, and with that, Aryan is gonna be taking the game over Ashmit. He's sweating right now, big time, as I am sweating right now. And I wish I could have turned on my AC while I was at it. Unfortunately, I can't because my AC hasn't been prepared. I have to service my AC before I turn it on. But yeah, I think both the players are gonna be sticking to the characters which they have been playing. So Aryan is still gonna be playing Lord Vrax, while Ashmit is going to be playing as Ezio. And I just saw a Kazuya Mishima sticker over there. So this game does have Tekken characters, it seems, which makes sense for Mishima Dojo to be a thing. Interesting. That does make sense. That does make sense. Ashmit is going to be playing as Ezio, while Aryan is going to be playing as Lord Vrax. So, one person, if Ashmit wins this, there is still possibility for him to make a comeback. But if Aryan wins this, Ashmit is going to be going out of the race and making Aryan sit in the finals of the All India Anime Guild Wars by Otaku Guild. There you go. There was a plug for Otaku Guild, my company technically at this point. And Ashmit is going to be taking an advantage over there and take out a lot of stock health off of Aryan. And while he was doing that, Ashmit is going to be doing more true combos on Aryan over there. He's going to be taking the Rocket Lance away from Aryan. He already has the momentum of the game. Aryan is struggling right now suddenly playing against Ashmit. I think what Ashmit was doing in the first game is like checking how the player plays. So now he can just get used to his play style and, you know, just improvise and win. And he's gonna be changing the tide, put the bomb on Aryan right now. Ashmit already completely in the momentum compared to the previous game where he was faltering quite a lot. Once again, Aryan has his Rocket Lance, which allows him to do a lot of damage. It's all about how he utilizes it. Both the players currently just taking their time, taking their sweet time right now to fight against it. Aryan is gonna be using that Rocket Lance to his advantage, and he's gonna be throwing Ashmit out of the map, bringing the stock down to 2-2. But Ashmit's stock health is at pretty good area, while Aryan's stock health is not really looking very good. Aryan currently using possibly his preferred weapon, which is the gun Rocket Lance, which is one of the best weapons in this game. But the players are currently just doing their things. They're just like doing what they have to do pretty much, and just, you know, just try to win the match, because if Aryan wins this, he's gonna be going on to the finals. But if Ashmit wins this, he still has a chance to make a comeback. Both the players currently playing pretty good. Both of their stocks are also at the same range. So Aryan is on his final stock, while Ashmit is still on his second stock. It's all about Aryan capitalizing on a mistake and throwing Ashmit off the map, taking him to his final stock and evening the odds. Unfortunately, that might not be the case, sadly, because, you know, his stock health is not really looking good. So Ashmit, when he loses his second stock, is going to be going to his first stock, resetting it completely over, you know, fighting Aryan. I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought because I got another message for some reason. Right now, Ashmit is going to be sticking to the energy sword from Halo, it seems, while Aryan is using the double guns, which are really good. It allows you to do some gymnastics and also allows you to dodge more effortlessly against your opponent. And Aryan is going to get thrown out of the map by Ashmit as he grabs him and throws him away. Damn, that was very interesting. It has currently gone to 1-all. Was at 1-all, and I think both the players are ready again. I'm just gonna give them like a breather of sorts, and we can start the game as I hit the seed. This is the final one, so it is 1-all. So whoever wins this game is gonna be taking the match. Ashmit currently still sticking to Ezio, while Aryan from Patna is going to be sticking to Lord Vrax. Ashmit already has a weapon. He's trying to stop Aryan from getting his own weapon. But unfortunately, Aryan is going to be getting the Rocket Lance, which allows him to do a lot of nice combos. Again, very hard weapon, but very good weapon at the right hands, which is exactly what he needs. Right hands. Ashmit is currently jumping all around the place. He is dodging as much damage as possible, and he's trying to keep himself safe, which is very necessary in this case. Both the players taking their sweet time with it. Both the players are doing a lot of things right now. Ashmit has the magical orb on his hand. Aryan is just jumping all around the place. He's like taking his sweet time. He is doing a lot of things. And Yeah, he's just doing his magic, is what I would say. Will be calling the stage interference, but unfortunately that might not be the case, as Aryan's stock health is not looking really good compared to Ashmit's stock health, which is on the third one, but still on the orange side. So he still has like a lead over Aryan in that case. And with that, I think Ashmit is going to be throwing Aryan out of the map as I was speaking to bring him to his second stock, while Aryan is gonna be going down to his second stock, while Ashmit is gonna be sticking to his third stock. I'm very sorry, I'm a bit tired at this point. I've been sweating a lot, so I will be taking a break after this, so wipe myself off and get back with another guest. But before that, we have this match to complete. Ashmit right now doing a lot of mental gymnastics. He's doing a lot of dodges, and that would have been very scary for him, because that mistake would have thrown him out of the map, but unfortunately the other one throws him out of the map, bringing this stock down to all, as Aryan right now on his favorite weapon, preferred weapon there, I say, and that is the rocket lance. Very good weapon, you just have to know how to use it, while Ashmit is going to be getting the energy sword from Halo, it seems, because it looks very much like the energy sword from Halo for me. Both the players are currently jumping all around the place, and that ball from Ashmit probably would have, if it hit Aryan, he probably would have just gone out of the game. That rocket lance is going to be hitting Ashmit and eat up on his health, but unfortunately Aryan's stock is not looking really good. So one more true combo is going to be throwing him out, which is exactly what happened over there, and take his stock out to the final one, as Aryan so it's gonna be sitting with the final stock with a good health, while Ashmit is gonna be sticking to his second stock with a really red health. So it's about whether he can capitalize it. How will he capitalize the mistakes from Aryan, and how much momentum is he gonna be carrying forward is exactly what is needed. Unfortunately, he's gonna be get hit with the rocket lance, and he's gonna be going out, bringing the stock back to 1-all. The final stock for both of the players, it is a 1-1, so whoever wins this is going to be going to the finals, while the other player is going to be going out of the game. And Ashmit has started playing very aggressively. Unfortunately, Aryan won't be able to get back on the stage. What happened? That was unfortunate. And with that, Ashmit is going to be going to the finals of All India Anime Guild Wars. Congratulations to him. Oh my god, I expected Aryan to get back on the stage, but unfortunately I guess he couldn't, which is very interesting. With that, Patna is going to be out of the race, unfortunately. But what a good game, what a good game, what a very nice little good game. But big congratulations to Ashmit for going to the finals of tonight. And we're going to be taking a very quick break and get back into this tournament, as I have to take a break, otherwise I'm gonna die at this point, because my face is all sweaty. But yeah, we're gonna be coming back with this quick short break with another few guests, and then we are gonna be focusing on the finals of All India Anime Guild Wars. Do not go anywhere, maybe get yourself some dinner, and we're gonna be back in like a few seconds. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the finals of All Anime, All India Anime Guild Wars. I fumbled it right over there a bit, but that's fine. I'm just tired right now. I am Sampath, I'm the host, production guy, caster, and as usual, joining me is another guest for the night, possibly the last guest, but we are not sure. There might be more. There might be more. But this is also one of my favorite guests, apart from every other guest which has come. But personally, a bit favorite because it's someone whose cosplay I do look up to a bit in terms of paint jobs and everything because I really love paint jobs in my cosplay. Always, always I love them. I'm not doing it to gas you up, by the way. Genuinely, I follow your work a lot. This is Orindanda. Orindanda, I would let you introduce
Hi.
yourself
Hello.
and
Hello.
tell everyone what you do.
Hi. So, hi, hello, everyone. I will not say welcome back to my channel, guys. He has already done that part. So, I just want to say, yes, I am just a regular corporate junkie, like, the boring guy, who likes, who has been into the art sector. I have been painted, like I consider myself a painter, so I have that idea, and yes, I am colorblind, so I have to guesswork a lot. However, the whole scenario is that yes, I cosplay is something that I started to upskill myself, because after painting I felt like I should do something more. And like it was just after pandemic that it's Comic Con started happening once again. And so the after COVID was my first con, and that's how I started with Jin Sakai as my first
Hmm.
cosplay. And
Hmm.
like it was just it was not a plan of, like, I didn't have any plans. I just saw and I started researching, so that is the base of what I do. And so that was my starting of the journey of cosplaying, and here we are today. I will still consider myself a you know a learning person, because I keep on learning from the OG people that are in the community. So they keep helping me out. They keep on
Hmm.
giving knowledge to me,
Hmm.
as well as, like, anyone whoever
Hmm.
reaches
Hmm.
out to the
Hmm.
people. So the OG peoples are actually a cheat code of the new
Hmm.
cosplayers who are actually cosplaying these days.
Hmm.
So that has been a great fun for us, and definitely, trial and error process is definitely there. So I am
Hmm.
basically from Assam. I just want to clarify, and staying in Bangalore currently, because of work, but originally based in Assam. And definitely, I really want to. I am a Bengali, so I really want to be, visit Calcutta someday. I had plans, but this
Ah.
con, but it got cancelled for some of the other
Various
reasons. Let's
reasons.
not talk
Various
about it.
reasons. Ah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then maybe someday, next, some other day, I will,
Maybe some
get
other
my
event.
job.
Nabo,
Yes, yes,
take this
definitely.
down. Next event, Orindanda. ঠিক আছে? We are calling of Orindanda. But yeah, while one thing I did, if I'm not wrong, as you said, like you are colorblind. Uh,
Mhm.
and you are in like a hobby which involves a lot of colors, so
Mhm.
like how do you juggle that problem and still manages to make some very good cosplays and even paintings, because I can see some paintings on the wall. You just showed
Yeah,
me some.
these are my work. I think
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
I think you can see here.
Ha,
Yeah,
ha.
there are a few paintings, and I keep on working on small stuff for people.
Hmm,
I do not sell them, but yeah, if someone requests, like, for a long time, and if I have time, I will like I started. But currently, I'm not, because I was way too involved in cosplay from last 3 years. So maybe I will start again.
hmm,
However, so yeah, so coming back to the point, I have learned painting since a very young age, I will say, because Bengali household, you
hmm,
learn tabla and you learn painting, so that's how I like know about the music part as well as the art
hmm,
part.
hmm, hmm,
So uh, understanding the color composition is just for me by looking at the tubes, what color it is, and
hmm,
then a lot of it is guesswork. But however, we already have like the basic ideas about, like, yellow and blue. If we mix, green will come out. But then what kind of green it will be, it
hmm,
again is a guesswork. So my what I will say is, I might not be the perfect one to have a perfect color job, but then I try my best. I
Hmm.
give my best, and so that's how it is. But yes, that is how I tackle this problem is by fun story. The origin of the color blindness started with me and my drawing sir. I was making the tree leaves as brown and the trunk to be green.
Hmm.
That is how I started. And
Hmm.
yeah, driving, when you go for
The
when
test.
you check, and in general, when you check for color blindness test, you will get to see a lot of dots wala situation where a number will be hidden.
Hmm.
That's where it's not like all the colors I will not see, but then there will be things like within black I will not see brown, or within brown I will not see black or red, something like that. So that is the situation that I face. But yes, it's fun at the end of the day. So that's what I enjoy. It's like an experiment, and we all learn for each and everything that goes on with it. That's how it is.
Nice, nice, nice. That is. See, my respect for you also went up even more after hearing that how you do it. Now, I'm gassing you up very much because again, I know you from your works. Because as
Thank
a
you.
cosplayer myself, I do follow a lot of people from the Indian community. I follow some of them for their coloring job. I follow some of them for their craftsmanship. There's a lot of people
Absolutely,
for
yes.
their
Everyone has
craftsmanship.
their own signature thing that
Huh.
they come up with. So that is the base point of what
Hmm.
they are known for. So
Hmm.
that is definitely there. Yes, I
And
agree.
since I love to like work with foams whenever possible. I'm not perfect. I'm not good at it yet. I'm still
We
like in
all
the
are in
learning
the
phase.
learning phase. Don't worry about it. Don't
So it's like I like to like take some inspirations from like other people and all that. Sometimes I also text a lot of people. I don't know
Yeah,
why I never texted you about colors. Like, hey Kikore,
that's
how should
fine.
I do this? But I will start texting you from this week onwards
Please, please,
probably
yes,
because
absolutely. Please do
I
not.
will be tackling a lot
Absolutely.
of
Do
colors.
not, feel bad to reach out to not only me, but anyone from the community, because, yes, I will just say that you might not get a response from everyone,
Hmm.
because, for example, I have not responded to my DMs from last Bangalore Con, like from the
Hmm.
time Bangalore Con completed, because like I was in that zone, okay, कि office जा रहा हूँ, वापस घर आ रहा हूँ, 4 बजे तक मैं घिस रहा हूँ, and I'm doing stuff for, and I'm preparing for Chennai Con. That's why,
Hmm.
like, this gap is there. I am
Hmm.
not replying to people,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
but then yes, I do apologize, and then people do reach out to me, even though I have not responded them, but I do respond to each and every person, by whenever I get time and I follow up.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
how it is. Please do not like, to each and everyone, whoever look into, or feel good about something, and then know or want to know about stuff from like certain someone, please do not hesitate to reach out to people who can help, and
Hmm.
absolutely you will get a response. If not best, they will make you better.
Hmm. Hmm. What a nice words of encouragement right there. That was my cue for actually texting you from now onwards and like disturbing you.
Please,
But
yes,
ठीक
yes,
है.
yes.
Let's move on to okay. Since paint jobs and everything is happening, I can see some very beautiful swords standing behind you. So tell us a little bit, very briefly, about like your cosplay journey up till now.
I am basically, like, started with a very big project, and that
I
was
remember
this project.
this. I remember
I think
this.
it's not flashing, but yeah,
It
I
is
am not
flashing.
sure if it is bright enough. Yeah, if
It
it
is.
is
It is
bright
bright.
enough.
It is bright. It
Okay.
is bright.
But yes, this was a very big project of mine,
Hmm.
which took me more than a year to complete. But this is where I started to reach out people and learn from them, and started, uploading stuff again to help out other people also by telling them how I did it.
Hmm.
So, like, for example, this is something that I have done recently. This is one of the props that I used for my, Kakashi overdrive, that I call the recent
Hmm.
cosplay that I have done. So this is one of the shoulder pieces, which
Hmm.
also I will just. So this is a dog bone, skull,
Ha
basically a
ha
dog
ha ha ha.
which moves once
Hmm.
again.
Hmm.
I can, wear it as a helmet. It's multifunctional, so I
Ha.
can wear it as a helmet, as well as I can make it on armor and I can use it here.
Oh,
So that is multi-functional something that I
multi.
have tried
Th-
making.
this is
And
something
like
new to me. Like I never thought like you can just change the helmet into your,
yeah,
like your shoulder piece also at the same time.
this is something that this is all experiments that
Hmm.
start taking places, and you try to what do we like say it. So you start experimenting with textures, by seeing videos and getting ideas from other cosplayers, not only Indian cosplayers but cosplayers from outside. So that
Hmm.
is how you start evolving and get better at things. I will change the light to white for better color.
Hmm.
So I think you can see this. This is multiple layers of paint.
Hmm.
There are multiple layers of paint with different paint jobs. So SKS Props is the one from where I got this reference.
Ha, I
So
remember
people,
this reference. It was there on
yes, this
SKS's.
is this is just a free template.
Ha.
I just took a printout of it and
Hmm.
started making it.
Start
But
making it.
then yeah, that's how it is. You get to know stuffs, and yes, I do not I haven't started with templates, proper templates in the sense like Pepakura yet.
Hmm.
I really want to learn Pepakura because it makes things precise. So
Hmm.
I really want
Same.
to learn it. Yes, but
I've
then
been
this is
trying to
how.
learn it for like what 6 years at this point. I've been trying to fiddle with Pepagura. It's like it's very confusing in terms of like sizing, but it's such a good piece of software. And okay,
This this
okay.
is this is a very huge guy. So when I say huge guy,
Hmm.
it not only is just about the size,
Hmm.
but a lot of things go when you make something like this.
Hmm.
Why I'm saying this, because it's, for example, this comes out and I will just plug this in
Hmm.
and
Oh, okay, man.
so that's how it is on both the sides. Uh,
Damn, I love it. I love it
I
so much.
will I will turn this off so it looks even
Oh,
better.
I love it so much. It's so cool.
So, so my Kakashi cosplay had something which is cyberpunk, like which is a
Ha
cyberpunk
ha
design.
ha ha.
So I wanted to make the weapons similar to that. So
Ha, very
Kakashi,
cyberpunk.
yes. So the Zabuza,
Hmm
character
hmm hmm
Zabuza.
hmm. Hmm hmm hmm
So
hmm.
Zabuza has this like the sword, the seven, the swords, curse swords, I guess.
Hmm.
So seven village swords or something like that. It was there. So Zabuza was using one of those swords. So this is Kubutsuchi. This is actually called as the executioner's blade. So I like the very two highlighting part of that blade was this turn as well as the hole in between, as
Hmm
you can see here.
hmm hmm hmm.
So this was very important to keep the base as well as the overall. I wanted to change the design to a cyberpunk design. So the design part took a lot of time, and I this was made between Bangalore Con and Chennai Con. So I had to hurry. This is a hurry bari work,
How it,
and but then this is how it turned out. So this is one of the props that I wanted to show. But
if
yes,
this is if this is hurry work, I don't really want to know what kind of a
yeah,
sword you would have made if you had time, because
uh,
my god,
I-
that is such a good work. Like it's so clean. It's beautiful to my eyes. My eyes were tired after looking at that beautiful crease and the clean work. My eyes are so good right now.
thank you so much. But yes, I will say that this is again a time-consuming thing which was created. The programming, I do not know about programming, so that is what I tell people. We reach out to cosplayers, ask them to help you out if there is something needed. So I reached out to someone called as PK Props. He helped him out, like he helped me out for programming stuff. So that is how I got to do this. So this is from the game Zenless Zero. The
Triple
half of
Z.
it is from Zenless Zero and half of it is from Ghost Runner. So there is a
Oh, it's one of my favorite games. That's why it looks
yes,
very
Ghost
similar.
Runner. yeah, that's why it has this cyberpunk design kind of
Hmm, hmm,
situation
hmm,
going
hmm,
on.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
So there you get to see the blade's name is Izanami,
Hmm.
and this is NB's gun, which
Hmm.
I programmed it like
Oh
PK
my
helped me out
god.
to program this, and this is how it looks. This is yes. So this is what took a lot of time because there are a lot of details going on in this.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it is visible in the camera, but there is a
There's
lot of
like a
details
strobe.
going
I
on.
think like it's going from one point to another, like a strobe
Yes,
of
yes,
sort,
yes.
if I'm not wrong.
So this took a lot of time. The paint job took a lot of time, definitely. And
Hmm.
there are a lot of details. Like if you see it from from up close, you'll
Huh.
get to see the details that has been going on. And so you can change the color. So I have turned it red now.
Oh, that strobe is
And
so much visible right now. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. Is that
yes. So
NeoPixel by the way? The
yes,
lights?
yes, yes, exactly,
Uh,
yes. And the challenges that comes up is you just don't stick the LEDs.
you
There are a
have to
lot of
stick it in
things.
a certain way.
Yes, you have to create a depth. You have to create, you have
Hmm.
to, like, to disperse the light, you have to, like, what are the materials that you use? That is very important. The distance that you have to keep in order to disperse the light, even though you have put on a lot of stuffs in it. So those are the things that are calculated. You have to take a lot of time and, start doing this stuff. So, and then placing the batteries. So you have to be very clever about where the batteries are kept so that the design
Ha.
doesn't, face problem. So
Hmm.
that's how it is. So this is one of the things that is also my learning. And
Hmm.
apart from that, this is what I want to show. This is again the second half of the weapon, and this is the Izanami blade. It is some
Izanami
53,
blade.
yes, 53 inches ka blade,
Oh my god,
and
this is
it
so
has
good.
a lot of cyberpunk situations going on. I
Uh,
hope you can see there are a lot
yeah,
of details,
lot of.
especially
Uh,
on this part.
A lot of wires. Actually, I need to ask you about that wire thing after the stream. This is also going to help me with my cosplay now after seeing that
Absolutely.
wire.
It's simple. It's just the Wi-Fi wires that we
Oh,
use.
RJ45.
LAN wires.
Oh, bhai, I'm buying. I'm buying a roll.
This is just LAN wire that I have stuck. See, you can see the
Damn.
ends also here. LAN wire.
Ha! Arey, this is so
These,
cool. This is
this
so
is
cool.
just experiments. And wait, hold on for a minute. Let me show you this. I'm not sure if it will be
Hmm.
if you can hear it or not. But
Hmm.
let's do this. Three, two, one, and
Hmm. I heard the noise. I don't know about other people, but I heard the noise right now. It's so cool. I
so.
heard that noise.
Yes, so this is the like I wanted to have a lightsaber version of this whole sword. So we planned it out, and again this also changes from blue to red to green and satrangi. That's how it. So
This is so
yes,
cool. It looks
that's how it
so
is.
good. That's like so much work I can already see going on these props itself, not even
It,
counting the armor and the very big wig which you were wearing. How heavy was the
oh
wig,
yeah.
by the way?
The wig was actually again it was foam. The
Huh.
base was foam on that. The hair was stuck on it.
Hmm.
Um, so it was just like the wefts, like wefts were made, and
Hmm.
on the base of the helmet, you can see in my highlights of my Kakashi. In my Insta page, there is highlight section. You can
Hmm.
check out the base of the helmet, like the hair piece that I have put up. So the like I had this where Kakashi had this stiff hair, and it will not look good with wig because it will not stand for a
Hmm.
long time. And I'm not good in making wigs because I have not learned it properly yet. There's a lot to do. So that is how I came out with this idea ki chalo theek hai, we'll make the foam base,
Hmm.
and after that we'll add up stuff just like the Goku hair that usually people see.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Because
so I will
I
just
I did like a Kakashi cosplay back in 2017, 18, huh? 2018 I did a Kakashi cosplay. Nah, 17, huh? It was for Innichi Bunkasai. It's like a Japan consulate thing in
okay, okay.
Kolkata. So I remember wearing a Kakashi wig. It was styled by one of the cosplayers here in the city,
Okay.
and I never want to wear another Kakashi wig ever in my life because
Wait.
it was very heavy. First of all, second
Yeah,
of all,
it
it was given.
inclines on one side.
Yeah, it's like one side, so the heavy is that, and then I have to
Yeah,
do like all the gymnastics and bullshit on the stage,
exactly.
wearing
Yeah.
it, and it was so like not fun. But the cosplay is good.
Mhm.
People were like coming up to me then, hey, bhaiya, dada, one photo, please, one photo, and I wore that cosplay and got
Again.
on my taxi. So I was at Jadavpur University. The event
Okay,
happened
okay,
at
fine.
Jadavpur University. I was going out like seven.
Mm.
Some kids were like, "Hey, yo, Kakashi looking good." I'm like, "Hey, yo, thanks, man." I'm like, "Wait, what? What just happened?"
That is a different interaction when people hype up, and you
Uh,
get to feel good when you get to see people who appreciate your work, and you feel
hmm.
like हाँ चलो ठीक है शांति मिला चलो ठीक है results का चलो भाई छोड़ो यार मेरे
हाँ
को मजा
हाँ
आ रहा है ये
हाँ
करके
हाँ
people I'm getting
exactly.
good reactions from people so that
Hmm.
it cheers you up at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Your work is getting appreciated. Definitely not only in the community, but people in general are
In
appreciating your
general,
work.
huh?
Yes,
Because
yes, yes.
even for like 2017 Comic Con when I went for Mumbai, I went with the
Mm-hmm.
full mentality that I see I'm not winning at Mumbai in the first place because it's like dominated. You and I both know like it's dominated by like
And
really
very
great
dominating.
cosplayers.
Yes,
And
yes.
I was a very
This time
new
Calcutta will
cosplayer.
be dominating as well because it's gonna be
Hopefully,
crazy people from all
hopefully.
the. Yes, it is gonna be like really good cosplayers are coming up as much as I know.
Hmm.
That's why I was very interested to come up. But then I'm very excited to see how people come up with new things that they are working on these days. Really less time left, so I will again,
1 week.
do your best.
Not even 1 week.
That's
5 days.
5 days. Yes,
Hi,
5 days.
Novo screwed up my work so bad. I should have been painting my things right now, sitting now. But that's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's fine. It's like con crunch. Very normal.
Conference.
Very
Absolutely,
normal
absolutely.
at this
No,
point.
no, no.
But I guess those were the only questions I had. I just wanted to just have this opportunity to look at the props a bit more closer because unfortunately I can't be at Bangalore sadly. Unless I can get
That's
myself a
fine.
job this
Hopefully,
year.
I will get my executioner's blade, and I'm not sure because the gun will not be allowed in airport.
Definitely, yeah.
They will screw me up like anything. So
Ha
most
ha.
probably, which the executioner's blade will be with me, and someday I will get to bring it to Calcutta, and
Ekdam,
I will
ekdam.
fix it up a little bit
You
maybe.
come over to Calcutta, we'll take you to have like very good places to have food. We'll take you to good places to have food. That was the
Yes.
original plan for me and my friend Bomba this year to take you,
Uh,
Saurav, and a lot of other people to have like
uh,
Chinese food because where the venue is, just beside that is a Chinatown of Kolkata. And that has like
oh.
all the good like Chinese food stores over there. So
Please,
we
no,
will take
don't
them.
tempt me. I have not been to Calcutta being a Bengali, so I'm already ashamed. But yeah, let's not go like
See,
yeah. When it comes to food, okay, let's go somewhere else.
let's
Like let's go to
yeah, we
yeah.
will take you to
Absolutely,
have very good food if you're around here. But Orindamda,
absolutely.
thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
It was an honor to finally meet a person I do look up to, like in some form or the other, for his paint jobs more than that. Because
Okay.
good paint, clean paint always is a good thing to my eyes, to be honest. Well,
It is the final touch that comes up,
ha,
and that is one thing that reflects your overall work, even though you have
ekdam.
screwed up maybe in the process, but then if the paint job is good,
Paint job is
everything.
good. Exactly the thing with this. Like sanding
Yeah.
is not good at so many places, but I can salvage it so much because of the rust and
Mm,
all
mm.
the cracks and crevices. So it's
Effects.
all that
Mm.
Febicril
Ah,
355 shade is so good for me at this point.
yes,
But
yes, yes, yes.
thank you so
And
much
it looks
once again.
organic at the end of the day as well.
Ekdam,
Mm.
ekdam. Because that is all I wanted it to be organic to some form or the other. But otherwise, the foam and what else can I do more than that? But
That's fine.
thank you so much, Orindamda. I
Thank you.
will yap
Thank you.
more in your DMs or personally on
Absolutely. Please.
in WhatsApp or
Anytime.
somewhere. Because
Anytime.
that is what I have been doing for the last 1 month for my entire cosplay. I have been pestering people. I texted Saurav also recently. Hey, Saurav, can you bring me spirit gum? Because I'm making, I know how to make prosthetics, right? With latex,
Mm.
like skin
Okay.
prosthetics. So I
Okay.
asked him,
Okay.
I didn't wanted to use latex on my face this time around because it's like not
Uh,
safe at all. My skin is
Ah, no,
already
no, no,
gone for good, so I don't want to screw it up even more.
no,
So I
no,
asked, I
no.
Saurav, can you like buy me a bottle of spirit? And Saurav was like, just take my spirit bottle, bhai, tu de de. And I'll show you
That's
this.
good.
I'll show this to the chat also while they're at it. So I sacrificed a 1050 Ti by the way for this cosplay, which I still have to then
My
break.
God.
I still have to
अरे
break it up.
बाप रे.
It doesn't work because the fans died for it, so it technically doesn't work unless I fix the fan. And fixing the fan is not an option because fans are not around anymore in circulation in India. So I broke this up. Plan is to use this in the prosthetic because Tech Priest has like mechanics
Yes,
and
yes,
all
yes,
that
yes.
on the skin.
I saw the, the part that you showed me and I understood that it is Trek Priest. So I was also super excited about the hand,
uh,
and like there are other people also who are excited to see Tech Priest, and not only Tech Priest, Calcutta people in
Warhammer in
general.
general. Uh,
Yes, Warhammer, crazy Warhammer, of course.
I so hope I can make an Ultramarine one of these days, like a 6 foot Ultramarine. That's been in my to-do list for at least 7 years, along with this Tech Priest. And I
Ah,
finally got around to make the Tech Priest this time around. Next
yes.
year, maybe this year, maybe probably I have one plan which I have to do with Bomba first of all because he has to teach me how to make the muscle suit. Otherwise, I can't make it.
Yeah, yeah. I reached out to him about the muscle suit because he has to help me out with that as well. I would love to
He,
learn from him.
he did it for the
He has done a
first time
really good
also.
job on that. Yes, he has done a really good
He
job on
made it
the.
for the first time. I'm like, bhai, you made it too good for your first time. And he's like, hey,
Yeah,
hey, don't
yeah.
tell this, bhai. I'm like, no, you actually made it good for the first time. I'm like, bruh,
Actually,
what is
yeah.
this?
Fact, the muscle suit actually works, and Saurav has done a muscle suit,
Huh.
and and I was really shocked to see Bomba, having such skills, and doing the one that he is currently working on. So I'm
We
super
can't
excited
reveal
for that.
that. We can't
Yes,
reveal
yes, yes.
that. I so
But
want
it
to
is
reveal it.
super crazy, super crazy. I'm just
It's
excited to
really
see
good.
that.
Nah,
I
he's
hope to
texting me
see.
every night. He's texting me every night with a progress. Someday or the other, he's screwing up somewhere, but
Mm,
he's like, hey, bhai, whatever happens, happens, bhai. I'm not competing anymore. Well, screw it. I'm there for
uh,
the show. I'm like, okay, like this is what I've been telling you for the 3 months. Well, because,
Exactly. That
but
is a very big lesson that we all need to keep in mind. Ki
because,
it's not just about the competition. It's
hmm,
also about you, performing or doing something that you like. So at the end of
hmm,
the day,
hmm,
that
hmm,
is
hmm,
what
hmm,
you learn, and present yourself in that way. So
hmm,
keeping competition aside, you do your
hmm,
best, and that's it. 4K.
hmm.
Make a mark, and so that people can
Bus.
keep that in mind, and continue that
Hmm.
in future.
But I have to cut the conversations short, unfortunately, because
Yes,
I've been
yes,
getting
it's
screamed
too
at by
late.
people ki khatam kar bhai. I know you're excited to talk with Orindam da, but khatam kar ab.
Yeah, no, that's
But
fine, that's fine.
anyways,
We
this is
will
Orin.
catch up. We'll catch up.
This is
Everyone will
Orindam
catch up
da,
with that.
one of the best cosplayers in India. One of the
Oh
best
my
cosplayers.
God! Oh my
One of the best
God!
cosplayers in India. I am Sampad.
Thank you,
Probably
thank
one of
you.
the good cosplayers in India soon. I'm trying
Very
my
soon,
best. I'm
very
trying my
soon.
best. My parents are supporting me, so that's like the biggest thing for me at this point.
Very
But
nice.
yes, thank you so much for coming, and I will
Thank
catch
you.
you
Thank you,
soon.
guys.
And we are gonna be moving on to our next guest, who should be
Sure.
around this voice line. Chalo. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
That was Orindamda. What a nice guy. I love talking with cosplayers because of this, because it's so fun to talk with cosplayers whenever they're around. And Orindamda is still sitting here. Hello, Orindamda. I have to disconnect you, unfortunately. But chalo, tata. Chalo, I have disconnected Orindamda. It felt so bad disconnecting him, but I have to because I have to accommodate my guest for the night. Another guest for the night, and then we can move on to our finals. And I have been asked to take a quick 2 minutes break because it feels like I am dying slowly. So I'm gonna be taking a quick short break, and we're gonna be back with another interview, and then the finals of All India Anime Guild Wars. We're gonna be taking a short break. So yeah. Okay, welcome back everyone once again to All India Anime Guild Wars Finals, and with me is one of the sponsors for this entire event, the who co-powered this entire event, the person manga series, whose studio's manga series rather, I have been asking every one of you to like go and check out on Amazon and buy a copy, and just to, like say good things about me to the sir, that hey, this person has asked me to buy the manga, it was good and all. But this is Shorab sir. He is the founder for Vaibhavi Studios, the people responsible for me bringing the manga series Tarayo alive. So sir, how are you doing, and how's everything where you are right now?
Oh, everything is awesome. And, thank you so much for having me here. I'm really excited.
And if you could tell us a bit about what Tarayo is about to everyone who has been tuning in right now.
Absolutely. It's my honor to tell that. So Trio is India's first manga series, which is now getting converted into an anime. So
Hmm.
it is, in my view, a revolution that is happening that is going to kickstart a new generation of content in India. So Trio, we as a part of Trio, we are planning 20 volumes of manga and about 75 episodes of the series. 4 volumes of manga is out, and the anime hopefully will get out on a OTT near you very soon.
Very
when
soon.
I'm talking about it in 2025. That's what
Hmm.
I'm thinking.
Hmm.
In that way, this is a historical moment for India in terms of anime and manga space and comics and animation in general.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about what Trio is, how it has been going on, how the work has been going on, there's a very good video on this channel itself, which was like our first podcast episode with this person beside me who supported us and asked us to, yo, you guys make the first episode about me. And I was like, I'm very happy to do that because I get to look at like works very more closely. So make sure you guys go check it out. And after that plug, let's move on to like what is the current progress like of the next volume of Trio? Like, how is it going on?
We definitely are about 70% done.
Hmm.
Because that volume 5 is going to be the finale for arc 1.
Hmm.
So a lot of action, lot of story. So if I tell one word about
Hmm.
each of the volume 1 was introduction.
Hmm.
Volume 2 was more story building, character building. Volume 3 was all about Kolkata, Sundarban, all
Hmm.
locations
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hmm.
Indian culture, food, art.
Hmm.
Volume 4 was action, epic action,
Hmm.
and Volume 5 will sum it all. It will have little bit of everything, with a huge amount of action, huge amount of Indian culture, and finally it also takes the story to the next level where it leaves the story. uh, Volume 6 will be a backstory. So it will leave the story at a point that, for at least for the next few months, you will not see anything on it. So it will be a
Hmm.
very interesting departure.
That is such a nice thing to look forward to. And as just like the manga, what is the current progress with the anime? Like, how good has the production been going on for it?
Production has been super solid, and we will give everybody a glimpse of it
Hmm.
in the Comic Con. So we are planning to release a brand new scene from the anime, and it will be a very different from what we have shown before. So I think a
Nice.
lot of people guess about Trio, saying that Trio is this, Trio is that. I think this will be a departure from the usual Trio that you have seen.
Hmm.
And also we will announce the star cast for the voice actors of Trio, the English
Oh,
voice.
okay. That's
So
that
yeah,
sounds. I'm
this
looking
is going to
forward
be
to it
very,
now.
yeah.
Like especially since I'm going to Comic Con for both the days, now I'm very much looking forward to it. It says fine. I'll just text Shodav sir and right now just probably possibly try to get the video from him itself. Hey, show it to me what you're talking about before that. But he's not gonna be showing it to me. Don't worry. So I'll be
So
with you guys sitting in the crowd.
1:30
Hmm.
on Sunday. If
Huh.
you are going to Comic Con, if you are visiting Comic Con for a day, I would suggest go on Sunday at 1:30. We will be at center stage. You will not only see the video live in large screen, also you will get to meet the voice actors. Some of them will join from the US, and we'll probably have a video presentation. And I can promise you this is going to be epic.
Damn, that is something to look forward to, because once again, it's a series which is coming from my own city, Kolkata, where I have grown up, where I have been, like I have watched anime growing up, and then to hear that people from this city itself is like trying to build an anime slash manga based in India with a lot of sci-fi, the flavors added to it. So it's always good to hear that. So congratulations, first of all, on the upcoming trailer release. I hope the reception is like very good, because I will be there wearing my cosplay, just looking like this, standing near the stage, and oh, this is so good. Possibly will be my reaction wearing a heavy 5 kg bag in behind me, standing like this with two volunteers. But I am really looking forward to it. And before we move on, so I always ask this from people in the creative space, that do you have any sort of advice to any budding artists or like animators in this country who are like, yo, I want to build my own manga or anime series? So like, do you have any sort of advices to those kind of people?
Absolutely. I think India is currently at a point where you will see a lot of new artists come up in this art
Hmm.
style. My
Hmm.
advice to them is, it doesn't matter whether you write, whether you paint, whether you draw, whether you voice act, learn how to draw. Because in Japan, drawing is a life skill, and everybody expresses themselves using drawing. They learn it at age of 2 and beyond. And if we were to compete in that space, everybody needs to understand the basics of drawing, and the people who are doing the manga should be an expert in that. So, my advice is please draw. Learn to
Very,
express while with drawing.
very, very good advice right there, which I should also take it to heart, because I so want to learn drawing once again over the years, but don't really have a time, because cosplay takes up like most of my time, half of the
18
time.
minutes a day.
18
18
minutes a
minutes
day.
a day, within a year, you will be amazed to see where you reach.
Hmm.
So just 18 minutes a day. That's what it takes.
Hmm. Very, very good advice. So once again, Shorab sir, thank you so much. I don't really want to like keep you here for a long time, because I know it's pretty early where you are right now. I think it's what, 10 a.m., 9:45,
No,
10 a.m.
it's around noon, so it's okay.
Ah, okay, but now you still have probably no. It is a Sunday. I mean, I can still keep you here for more. Hey, excuse me. Hello, production. Yeah. I'm starting the finals. Please, don't scream at me, bhai. Don't scream at me. Yeah, it's my production people just asking me to like start the finals. So I gotta start the finals once again. Thank you so much for co-powering this entire event. Again, as I was saying before starting the stream, like you and like the other sponsors were the reason this entire thing happened. So without you, probably we wouldn't be having this finals right now, any of the matches, as a matter of fact. So big thank you
Uh,
for helping us out with it.
you- You're most welcome, and I'm really proud of that. We could sponsor this. This is a great platform, and a lot of things I learn every day. This is one of the things.
Yes, next time we are gonna make you play Brawlhalla. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. I'll
I
be
know.
very competitive. You
Yes,
know that.
that's all. That's all we need. But this was Shodav sir from Vaibhavi Studios. They are currently working on the Indian manga slash anime series Trio. Make sure you guys go and check it out. It is on Instagram. It is on YouTube also. The current trailer is on YouTube already. There's a very good podcast on our channel. You guys can always go and check it out. It's under the videos tab. First episode of OG's Day Out. So go ahead, support them, help them out, so that they can help us out in the future events also, whatever we plan on doing. Wink wink, I'm not going to be winking, because it's very disrespectful to do that to someone older than me. But thank you so much once again, Shodab sir.
Thank
I
you.
will be
Bye.
We will be starting the finals now, so make sure you also tune in if you have time. So once again, thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. That was Shorab sir, one of the from Vaibhavi Studios, which is who has co-powered this entire event. So big thank you to Shorab sir. And with that, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. The finals of Brawlhalla. Finally, the finals of All India Anime Guild Wars. Powered by LGN. Let's Game Now. Co-powered by Trio. by Vaibhavi Studios, that is the studio company. We are gonna be starting the finals between Ansh from Hyderabad Anime Club going against Ashmit from Bangalore Anime Club. Ansh is sticking to his guns. He will be using. I'm so sorry, I confused the names again. Who is who? I need production. Hello, where are you? Excuse me, production. Are you there? I keep on forgetting the name of the players, so yeah, in-game names is something I'm not very good with. But yeah, we are gonna be starting the finals in few seconds. As soon as I get a confirmation who is who, we shall be starting the matches, which is gonna be best of 5. So whoever gets the more wins is gonna be winning this entire tournament. Once again, for anybody who has tuned in up until these last couple of weeks, thank you so much for sticking around with us. I know production has been a bit wonky in the initial couple of days, but hopefully the upcoming weeks has been better for us. And I've got my confirmation. Ashmit is playing Jayun. Ansh is playing Onyx. This is the final of all anime, all India Anime Guild Wars. Let the best player win. And with that, we're going to be starting the game, going into the stage select. Which is, we are going to be going to Mishima Dojo. By the way, if anyone in the chat knows how to play Tekken, this is a stage which is pretty synonymous with the series. The Mishima Dojo has been featured throughout Tekken in various forms, and this is like one of the other forms in which Mishima Dojo has been featured in a video game. In this case, in Brawlhalla, which is like a single stage along with 3 other smaller stages on top of it. And with that, we're going to be starting the game. Ansh already trying to get the gauntlets, which he has already on his hand, while Ashmit currently has a sword, and it is all about who's going to be taking advantage of either of the weapons and win this entire event, taking the prize money and the prizes along with them to the house. Ashmit right now using the sword as effortlessly as possible. Ansh cannot really jump around anymore. He has to get back on the ground, which resets the jump meter, and with that, the invisible jump meter, dare I say. And currently Ashmit has the lightsaber on his hand, which deals quite a few damage. Ansh already still sticking to the gauntlet, which is his preferred weapon by the looks of it in the previous games, but I'm not sure if that one is going to be helping Ansh out in this scenario, which is sword versus gauntlet. Sword is always going to be good compared to gauntlet, but right now Ashmit is not looking really good. His stock health is not looking really good. It is a bit on the red side, but Ansh still has some opportunity. Sorry, my bad. I mixed it up. Ansh is almost going to be going out of this stage, while Ashmit is still sitting pretty well on his yellow health with the stock. Ansh still somehow manages to come back on the stage with the cannon, which is his preferred weapon. Cannon once again deals big damage if you know how to use it. Unfortunately, Ashmit is going to be taking advantage of that mistake and going to be chewing up through the third stock of his, bringing it down to the second stock. Ansh still jumping all around the place. He is... My bad, sorry. Ashmit is still jumping all around the place with the sword. Ansh currently trying to throw Ashmit out of the stage. Ashmit's stock health is still looking pretty good compared to Ansh. Ansh is on the yellow side with his second stock, which is like a good advantage compared to Ashmit, whose stock is currently at the orange side. So a few other hits is going to be sending him to the red side and throw him out of the map. He is currently taking a lot of damage, a lot of mistakes are being made. It's all about who's going to be dodging proficiently and take advantage of the mistakes, which is exactly what the name of the game is. The stage interference is going to be hitting Ansh, which will bring it to his which brings the second stock's health to the red sides. I'm so sorry, I've been slurring a bit. I've gotten tired. I've been sweating like a bull. I so need to take a bath before I go to sleep, but that is not the point right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I am so excited right now commentating this entire tournament. Ashmit is still sticking to his third stock somehow, while Ansh is at his final stock with the health looking pretty white. So it's all about Ansh has to just play a bit safe, throw Ashmit off of the map, and just bring his stock down to the second one, which is exactly what is gonna happen anytime soon if he gets the opportunity, which is exactly he's not getting the opportunity because Ashmit is dodging pretty proficiently throughout this game and skipping on the attacks as much as possible. Ansh is not looking really good. He is not looking really good. Ashmit is still taking a lot of damages, and Ashmit's stock health is looking on the red side. That bomb is not going to be hitting him. Ansh almost goes out of the map, but he somehow makes a comeback. He currently does not have a weapon on his hand, which is not really good. He finally gets himself the cannon, which is his preferred weapon, but that is not going to be helping him out as Ansh is going to be going out of this map, turning into a bone, losing the first match of the best of 5. We're going to be doing it quick, and I think Ansh is still going to be sticking to Onyx. That might be his preferred character. We're going to be heading on to the second game of All India Anime Guild Wars finals, going over to the small fortress of Doom. So Ansh is still sticking to Onyx. Ashmit is still sticking to Jaeyoon. Both the players, I think this is their mains. And we are going to be seeing some good ass Brawlhalla because that is exactly what we here for. So in the Fortress of Doom, there's only like one half stage over the main stage. So there are some breathing rooms, but not exactly more like the Miami Dome, which has like double stages on top of the main stage. Ashmit currently jumping around the place. Ansh has his gauntlet, which means he can do a lot of true combos. It's all about whether he capitalizes it and deals the damage. Currently both the players are playing pretty efficiently. Ashmit is going to be hitting Ansh right now with the sword, chopping off some of the health off of his stock. It's already at the orange. Ansh is not looking pretty good right now. Maybe the momentum is not at where he wants it to be. Maybe the momentum is the problem right over here, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, both of their stocks are at the raid. Ashmit will throw Ansh off of the map, taking out his stock. Ansh is currently on his second stock, while Ashmit is still on his third stock. He will be dodging the stage interference right over there while he hits Ansh for making that mistake, because every time you call a stage interference, there is like a gap between you calling the animation ending, which will allow you to deal some damage to your opponent. Ansh is gonna almost throw away Ashmit from the map. Ashmit is gonna be dodging Ansh's attack over there, effectively chewing up some of the health off of that stock, still sticking to his third stock somehow. Ashmit is playing as he should be. He gets back on his lightsaber again. That he's gonna be capitalizing on the whiff currently on the momentum, but finally Ansh is gonna be throwing Ashmit off of the map. Ansh currently dodging and checking what just happened over there. He accidentally threw himself off the map, bringing it down to the final stock. Wait, what? That was a mistake which might hurt him dearly, because if Ashmit wins this tournament, if Ashmit wins this match, that one will be the next match is going to be the final match for Ashmit. What happened over there? I'm so confused. Wait, did he disconnect it by any chance? Can someone please confirm, because I'm so confused. And I do not think that is the case, because Ashmit probably wanted to end the game so that he can switch his character and stick to... Sorry, Ansh switches his character and changes it to Red Raptor with the skin. Ashmit is still going to be sticking to Jaeyoon. So now the situation right now is that if Ashmit wins this match somehow, he will be taking the win to Bangalore, winning All India Anime Guild Wars on behalf of Bangalore. But if Ansh somehow wins this match, there's going to be another match after this, and after that Ansh has to win another one to take the win to Hyderabad. So this is an interesting situation over here. And I'm not going to be delaying it anymore, and we're just going to be starting the game, and just go with it. Both of them are going to be choosing Fortress of Doom and Demon Island, and we are possibly going to be looking at our final match of All India Anime Guild Wars on Demon Island, on a map which I have been watching since the first day. And what a privilege it has been for me to do this entire stream over the last couple of weeks. And I'm probably not going to be seeing a lot of you for the next couple of months. But know this was an honor for me to sit down and yap about this game to all of you. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. But we're going to be enjoying this good Brawlhalla match right now. And it feels like Ashmit still has that momentum over Ansh. But Ansh is still somehow playing a bit more better this time around, because I think Ansh probably knows how to play Red Raptor better than Onyx. But still, without that beautiful combo over there, he's just doing anything at this point to Ansh. As Ansh is going to be losing his stock, Ashmit is still going to be sticking to his third stock. I think it was a mistake for Ansh to switch from Onyx to Red Raptor, because Onyx was still a bit more advantageous to him in the same sense that Onyx had the cannon, which allowed him to deal a lot of damage. But right now, Ashmit is going to be taking all of those attacks from Ansh coming in. And not only really good, that stock health is at the Reds right now, so it's all about whether Ansh can capitalize on it or not. Ashmit right now dodging precisely every attack coming from Ansh. He is doing quite a bit. Oh, the bike comes out. Finally, the bike comes out right now. And I think with that, Ashmit will be back on the stage. Ashmit right now does not have any sort of weapon, and that might not bode well for him right now, as he is currently doesn't have any sort of weapon, and that kick is going to be solidifying Ansh's survival in this game as he takes out Ashmit's second stock away. And Ashmit currently has a lightsaber which deals quite a bit of damage. Ansh is doing a lot of true combos, taking out Ashmit's health slowly but surely, as I like to call it, health as in the stock health, as I like to call them. Both the players currently dodging both of each other's attack as much as possible. And Ashmit currently has the big sword, which deals a lot of damage, but it's all about whether you can get a hit. But Ansh currently does not look really good with that stock health, so it's a matter of whether he can precisely hit him. Ansh almost makes it back to the map, but that precise throw of the bomb is going to be throwing him off the map, bringing it to the final stock of the game and possibly the final match of the game. Ansh right now probably in a lot of pressure compared to Ashmit. Ashmit is playing very safe, very nice. He will be hitting Ansh over there with the sword. He is doing a lot of true combos, doesn't allow him to get back and recover. And he is doing a lot of damage, a lot of damage right now. The stock currently is on the red side, so it's about whether he can capitalize on that and take him out of the map. He has a lightsaber, which is like a very go-to preferred weapon for Ashmit, it seems like. Ashmit almost off of the map, but he somehow survives, gets back on the stage. Both of them currently on the stage. Ashmit is going to be hitting Ansh, and this might be it. Both of their stocks are currently looking pretty red. It's about who's going to be hitting who, and this might be the ending match of the night. Both of them just hitting each other as much as possible. Ansh is going to be doing the uppercut, and he's going to be ending the game with Bangalore taking the win from All India Anime Guild Wars. What a match to wrap it all. Congratulations to Bangalore for taking it all. Big congratulations. What a tournament it has been for the last 3 weeks. My god, the adrenaline rush over there. I so wish I could have screamed more, but it's already 11 and I don't want to wake everyone up. But big congratulations to Ashmit for the straight 3-0 in best of 5. Taking the win for Bangalore. Congratulations, and big shout out to Ansh from Hyderabad for making it all the way to the finals. What a good game it has been. What a good games it has been. So many anime clubs coming together, sending their players. And man, I don't know. And I've been asked if I'm gonna be calling the winners on the stream for a quick talk. So I'm gonna try getting them on the stream. I'm gonna be closing Brawlhalla first because holy shit, this game, as much as I love it, I so don't want to see Brawlhalla again on my PC, to be honest. But it was such a good tournament, such a good tournament. It has been very fun for me to do this entire thing. And I wish I can get to do more of this at a time and place where I don't have a Comic Con on my head. And we're gonna be trying to get the winners on the voice channel. Okay, winner doesn't want to come to the voice channel, which is unfortunate. I do wanted to talk with them, but it is what it is. But you know who I do want to call to this VC? The people who has been helping me out behind the scene, Nidhish, Samprit. If I could get these two people on this voice channel, along with Scar, if they can come on this voice channel, we can. And हाँ भेजो 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 G-Force is the person, it seems, who was playing this entire match. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Congratulations first of all for winning the tournament.
Thank you.
I have to say, like, it was a very I don't want to use like one-sided, but it was a very nail-biting experience for me because trust me, like fighting games all the time is so hyped to commentate for the most part. But what I do not really like about it is the adrenaline rush you get when you're commentating, because I so wanted to just like get off the chair and just scream during the final match because it was like so fun to watch. So thank you so much for making the match so fun to watch, by the way. And
Oh my god.
what are you feeling right now? Since I know you wanted to come over here, by the way, G-Force, a movie which I have not heard in a long time. So what do you want to say? Well, you know, like as a parting words before we end the stream.
I mean, I am really feeling the rush right now. Woo. Yeah. It may have looked one-sided to you guys, but it did not feel like it. He was really like he was putting me through it, Regent.
He's probably sweating through a lot of places right now after that match. I'm pretty sure. Because I am.
You have no idea. I need to take a shower right now.
I do need to. I feel very stinky after doing all these 3 weeks worth of Brawlhalla streams, to be honest. So I do need to go and take a shower anyways. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to do that. You know, like fighting game jokes, stinky players. But anyways, my boss just joined in. Nobo, hello. You want to say something? Bangalore for the win. Bangalore for the win. We got the Bangalore player also here. G-Force the game, by the way, is his name. There was a game called G-Force also, based on the movie, I remember. Damn, I'm that old. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, give me a minute, guys. I think they can't hear you guys. Give me a minute. It's just a lot of... I knew this. They cannot hear you guys. It's just the Discord problem with the OBS. Yeah, can you guys speak once more?
Hello.
Now they can hear you guys. Perfect. There you go.
Actually, wait, hold on. I think I could turn on my camera now because I turned on the light. So give me a second.
Perfect. I don't know.
Oh,
You don't have to
no.
if you're gonna be getting into trouble. Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can
Like, is
see
that
you.
working?
Yeah.
Cool.
Has that Halo ring also over there. This guy is like flexing his win so bad right now. Like, look like there's a radiating aura around me. I won for Bangalore. Ho ho. Oh,
That was a complete,
Hyderabad.
that was a complete accident.
But big congratulations for winning
Complete
the
Hell
accident
tournament.
yeah.
3-0, right? I am assuming this guy won by 3-0, man. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Complete accidents happen like 3-0. What a flex, now. I just have
Uh,
one question since I was not there for yesterday's team.
uh-huh.
Was it like a rematch of yesterday by any chance?
Yes, it was. He beat me
It
in the
was a
semis,
rematch.
actually.
It was a
Fine.
rematch technically.
Nice.
It was a
Yeah.
rematch technically. I didn't really gloss over the fact, but I was sitting there looking like, this is technically a rematch of like last night again. And somehow
Yeah.
you fight your opponent once, you read your opponent's mental state, and then you just like try to crush it. That's the entire point of a fighting game. That's what you do.
Pretty much. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I got my run back.
definitely.
I'm very
Yeah, he
happy with that.
definitely didn't do that, but he got his run back, which is exactly what he needed, and he got the win.
Yeah.
Damn good, man. Like I was watching the match while coming back home. Like damn nice.
Yeah,
Bro.
this guy's probably still in the taxi.
Man, came back. I just entered. No worries. I just
Okay, okay,
entered and
nice,
opened my laptop. No worries.
nice, nice, nice,
But
nice.
what
Lovely.
a story, man. Like,
Yeah.
yesterday, Bangalore. Who like I saw Bangalore for runner-up for yesterday, right?
I think Ansh actually won yesterday, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
He did, yeah. So I had to fight through the wild cards to get my run back.
That was the point, by the way. See, I told you, no, wildcard idea was good actually. I was, you know what? Deep down, don't. We are sorry for apologies to
Somebody.
the
Nah,
other.
acha, he's wearing not wearing the hoodie. Not wearing the hoodie today. He's his normal.
Kudos to this guy, these two people, and not this.
We'll
Banaras.
get back to it. We are not gonna be hogging his limelight right now. Please,
Okay,
no, shut up.
sorry.
Shut up.
So,
So
guys,
actually, Ashmeet is not a member of the BSC. He just wanted to join as a हम लोग का wild card player for the BSC.
See, now he's gonna be joining Bangalore Anime Club after this stream. I'm probably gonna be go
I
and
will
talk with.
be.
I'll go and talk with KD about this. Like, hey yo, someone won for your club. By the way, please get the guy in the club. Thank you. I'm gonna be
Just
go and
told
talk
me
with
like
KD.
I'm
doing
like
some.
dipping my toes into anime as well. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
started watching Cowboy Bebop. I'm a couple of episodes in. I'm getting started with that, and I can go from there. So
Damn,
I can
that
be a part of
good
the club.
anime, good anime to start with. Also, that is actually a very good
Yeah.
anime to start your journey with. You're gonna love a lot of other animes unless you're gonna be going for the mainstream,
by the way,
shonens.
I have a question. Like, do I call myself Bangalore Anime Club as well? I used to stay in Bangalore, no? So I was
Nah,
there in
you don't.
BSc as
You
well.
you fucking stay here for the last 3 years. Shut up. You don't call
Hey,
yourself
brother,
Bangalore
I
Anime Club.
came back in
Shut
Kolkata
up.
for like 3 months.
Shut up. But anyways, thank you so much, Mr. G Force. I expected a hamster to sit here and talk with me right now wearing goggles, but unfortunately that's not the case. But thank you so much. I
Way
hope
more
you join
handsome, man.
Bangalore Anime
Way more
Club.
handsome.
गैस अप मत कर यार कितना गैस अप करेगा बंदा बंदे
Brother,
के
I have
लिए
to send him the money of the price
Oh
of
yeah, you're also going to be
event.
getting a lot of gifts. So this is your point of contact right over here. Just have a talk with him after this stream. He'll help you
Will
out
do.
with everything. And once again, thank you so much for joining. I have to respectfully ask you to leave because I need another person join in and gas them up. So peace, play more
That's
GeForce the
cool.
game,
That's cool.
and have a good one. Bye bye. Oh, there
It's
you
a
go.
great
One more.
game, great movie. Play the game, watch the movie, and play
Play the game,
Brawlhalla.
watch the movie.
Let's go.
As he said,
Yes.
consume media.
Good.
Be a consumer.
Good night, gamers. Good
Good
night.
night, gamers.
Good night.
Okay, and I need my one boy. There you go. This is. Fuck this guy down here, by the way. I'm so sorry for using the word finally on the stream because this is the last stream. Someone's going to be chopping it off, anyways. So, yeah, we can say whatever we want at this point. But yeah, screw this guy. He was busy with a lot of things. So, it was this guy and this guy right over here, like doing
Wrong
a lot
direction,
of
brother.
heavy lifting, by
Wrong,
the way.
wrong direction, by the way, but okay.
Huh. Doing a lot of heavy lifting over here during the actual streams. So I wanted to give both of them like a shout out. Samprit, first of all, wear the hoodie because that's like very signature at this point.
Yeah.
You have to wear the hoodie. Yes, this guy used to join in every stream break to call a guest and just join like the hello. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, okay, it's Samprit. Hello, Samprit. So yeah, this guy has helped me out a lot today. We both were panicking super bad throughout the entire afternoon for this stream, but we somehow pulled it off. So I'm very happy. This Mr. Cat wearing goggles out here, Nidhish, he has
Yes,
been
I'm the
also
cat wearing
panicking.
goggles.
He has been also panicking a lot throughout the thing. He's been like, should I be doing this lobby? Should I be making the brackets? Should I be doing this right now? Right now? I'm like, Nilesh, calm down. हो जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं, सब हो जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Finally, it's over. All the
Finally, it's
game
over.
playing.
Finally, it's
Finally,
over, Nilesh.
can we say that
Yes.
it is over? Finally, this
Yeah, it is
3 week
finally
long
over.
thing.
Yeah, it
Please
is
don't
finally
tell.
over.
No, please don't tell me I have to do another one. I have work left for Comic Con no more.
Brother, you are telling me about Comic Con. Seriously, are you serious? Like you're talking about Comic Con to me.
I don't want to do anything else, Brawlhalla, for 4 months. Don't tell
Uh,
me.
Dragon Scar, bhai, no?
Drag? Oh,
Oh yeah,
Scar also. Where's Scar?
Car is in.
We are gonna be finally utilizing the one screen window as it should be, which is 5 camera in that one window. Because we didn't make one more. Well, I should have also brought in Kanish because I want to give a big shout out to Scar right here because him and Kanish are the reason why this beautiful overlays happened, to be honest. I couldn't manage I couldn't manage it properly, but Kanishk helped out big time and Scar helped out big time with this entire project. So thank you so much to him also. कैमरा ऑन कर दिया साला आज को देखो फ्लेक्स का इसका साला मैं इसको चाट रहा हूँ आज कैमरा ऑन किया साला इतना दिन ऑन नहीं किया. He didn't turn on the camera once भाई. Typical fucking अच्छा I shouldn't be taking saying that thing on stream but हाँ कोई बात नहीं वो बाद में. आज सुनाई नहीं दे रहा भाई तू ठीक से बोल. नहीं वो नहीं बोलना है. I don't want to get cancelled भाई. I still need to get myself a job in this industry भाई. But हाँ मैंने jokes apart, thank you so much Scar and Kanishk for helping us out with this entire thing. हाँ उसका दे दो वो but tired है probably no point in calling him. Don't search for it. Don't search for it. Don't search for it. Don't listen to this person. No, don't. I'm not taking responsibility. Okay, and I think we have had a lot of yapping, and it is time to finally, and I'm so happy to say that right now, end the stream. Before we leave, I have to say thank you to a few people, and then we're going to be coming back to these people, and all of them are going to be officially saying goodbye to you people. So big shout out to Let's Game Now for powering up this event. They're an esports organization. They have been doing a lot of esports events. They have been doing a lot of cosplay events. So if you want someone to help you out in kickstarting your esports event, go and check out Let's Game Now on Instagram. Big shout out to Trio by Vaibhavi Studios for co-powering this entire stream. They are an manga series made in India, which is an Indian story with a tinge of sci-fi. Their fourth volume is currently out on Amazon along with first, second, and third. Make sure you guys go and check it out. Maybe buy a few volumes. And also, their anime should be coming out sometime later this year. Our media partner Otaku Mantra, who I wish could have been in this stream, but unfortunately he's busy with some personal work, so he couldn't be here with us, for helping us out in reaching out to all the guests for these streams. If you have any sort of, if you want your daily dose of anime and manga news, make sure you guys check out otakumantra.com. And finally, my Tribe Store for giving me this beautiful t-shirt and 5 more other t-shirts and being our merch partner, by the way. I think all of us has like one t-shirt from my tribe store at this point, except me. I have 6 of them, so it's like 2 years worth of inventory for myself. So thank you so much, my tribe store, for fulfilling my Durga Puja shopping as early as February. Appreciate that. Not gonna be buying anything else. This shirt is gonna be stinky as hell. I'm gonna be wearing this every single day now in summer. Imagine black. Imagine black. Imagine black in summer. But it is a TMI for you. It's fine. It's a normal conversation. But anyways, I'm gonna be ignoring this guy, whatever he's saying. Anyways, for the one last time, this is it. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Samprit, Scar, Nidhish, Nobo, Sampad, also known as Redacted 117, which is mirrored on my camera. On behalf of Otaku Guild and Patna Anime Club, क्या बोलते हैं बे तुम लोगों के क्लब को? हाँ, Anime Fan Club Patna. हाँ, Anime Fan Club Patna. हाँ, ACP. अबे भाई वो जोक मन मार, कल का तेरा ऑक्यूपेशन सुन के मेरा ऐसे ही हो गया. I am not taking it. यहाँ पे नहीं. We are not talking about that here. No, but that is it for all of us. Thank you so much for joining in once again. We will see you guys soon with another tournament, hopefully in the upcoming months. In the meanwhile, we are currently in the process of editing a lot of videos for this channel, so make sure you guys subscribe to the Otaku Guild or ask someone from your family to subscribe to our channel. We are very family friendly, trust us. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be signing off for one last time, and I'll see you guys hopefully pretty soon. So you guys want to say goodbye quickly? No yapping, just say goodbye.